Good morning, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3 The Fan. What a pleasure it is to be with you this morning. Happy Thanksgiving weekend to everyone out there from me. And I'm sure Paulie will give you his wishes, and then Ben can give you his wishes as well. But we, as a show, are very, very thankful for the tier ones out there. We couldn't do what we do without you. Let's try to get our heads right on a Wednesday, which is really our Friday. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer of the program. Good morning, Paulie.
Hey, how are you?
Doing
Happy
great.
Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, all of that.
All that. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor.
Oh,
Star of the Woods household, I'll tell you right now. Oh, my God. Absolute superstar of the Woods household. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The weekend, a little bit early for all of us, but yeah, this is the last show we will have in the month of November. I was realizing that as I drove in this morning. When we come back on Monday, it will be December 1st. Holiday season will be in full swing by then.
It's already.
It is. You're right.
I mean, it's swinging like a mofo right now.
I look to my left, I look to my right. I see Christmas decorations all over the place.
What's the agenda for the evening for you guys? Because I'm very. This is one of the days of the year I look forward to the most. When you have a family, you start to try to involve some traditions and create some traditions. And we've got a pretty good one in our house. Now, what in the F is he doing? Got it? You ready?
You know, my camera was just kept moving over, and I was trying to get it to look at me and not anywhere else. Sorry.
All right.
Can't you just
I can't
continue on?
Because I'm talking. I look over and I see this.
Well, do you want the camera pointed at me or not?
I don't care. I just want to do good radio for
moving
once.
around.
I just want to do good radio.
That's
for one time.
That's up
do
to
the
you.
show. This is the most embarrassing thing I've ever heard. Do the show, bitch. Anyway, I was going to ask you about your traditions for the evening. Now, you're working tonight, right?
I am anchoring tonight, yes. No traditions, no nothing. I don't have any family in town. There is no stories to be told.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that for you.
No chestnuts to be roasted over any open fires or whatever should be done
just
tonight.
Watching basketball or something when you get home from work.
Yeah.
Right? What are you going to have? Nothing special?
Nothing. Wednesday.
Bumps me out.
It's just Wednesday.
All right. Just regular old Wednesday.
Right.
All right. For you, same thing?
it's Wednesday. Thanksgiving already isn't
Thanksgiving Eve.
It's not even that big. It's never been a big deal to me. Like, it was never a huge deal.
Why do you guys hate gratitude so much? So much. You guys loathe gratitude.
It's just a day.
Tomorrow is the day for gratitude and spending with family.
Yeah,
and
it is.
Tonight is Wednesday.
I don't have Thanksgiving traditions. Wednesday night Thanksgiving traditions.
We have one, and I'm very excited about it. And it stemmed from greed and gluttony is where it stemmed from. It was years ago. You know, my mother-in-law hosts a massive, like should be on TV shows type Thanksgiving dinner. You go over, you feast, and then you wrap up and you get home and you're like, oh, cool, we have nothing. Like, that's all her stuff. So I told Hannah, I go, trust me, I'm not sitting here saying we should be hosting Thanksgiving dinner by any stretch so we get the leftovers. I said, we got to do something. You know, no turkey sandwiches, no extra stuffing, whatever. She's like, I know, it's a good point. We never get leftovers. And so we decided, Seaside Market, they do a great catered Thanksgiving dinner. And so we get it. I'll go pick it up today. I'll make it for my family. And we will have our own Woods family Thanksgiving dinner, just the four of us. And then we watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which was the story of Steve Martin trying to get back to his family for Thanksgiving and all of the fun that it entails, and his meeting with Del Griffith.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
It's one of the best movies ever.
I can't watch it anymore because it makes my wife too sad.
Because of Del?
So, funny story about that movie. When I first met my wife like 6 years ago, we're still learning each other and learning about, movie. Like, have you ever seen this? Have you ever heard of this?
Right.
And she said she had seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, but I think she was trying to be cool for some reason.
Yes, because that makes you so cool.
She hadn't actually ever seen it because
that's
the first time,
though, you say you've seen a movie that you haven't seen because you don't want to be embarrassed by saying you haven't seen the movie.
I don't do that with movies. You know what I do that with? Guess.
Music.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
I've heard that band.
Yeah. They're rad. Yeah.
I haven't formed an opinion about them yet, but I've heard them totally.
Oh, Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Yeah. I mean, I read a little bit. I heard a little bit. I BS through that all the time.
She said she had seen the movie. So then, I don't know, several months later, we get to November and I'm watching that movie. She gets hooked in. She starts watching it. And when she figures out the whole storyline,
the whole plot,
he is by himself. He has nobody. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Megan is weeping.
It's awful.
And you're like,
and
wait,
she goes,
you didn't know what happened in this movie? You
saw it. You said you saw it.
You didn't tell me his wife died.
And I'm like, you said you saw this 30-year-old movie.
But he had a picture of her next to his bed. He's talking to her.
Yeah, it all makes sense now, doesn't it?
The whole puzzle comes together.
Steve Martin's a jerk.
It's such an elite film. Edie McClurg, the whole bit. Gobble gobble. Like it's our favorite. So that's our tradition. And I look forward to it. Now, of course, I look forward to being with, 60 other people tomorrow. But this is the one. Now,
I'll see you tomorrow then. Gobble gobble.
I want an effing car.
Right effing now.
It's my favorite, dude. So, of course, I look forward to seeing 40 to 60 other people, but that's chaos, right? This, in my mind, you should see what's in my mind right now. Norman Rockwell, fire, kids eating by the, at the table, us laughing, maybe Hannah and I sharing a bottle of wine.
Of course, yes.
This is so great. It's going to be nothing like that. And I know that, but
you're Clark Griswold.
The picture in my mind, Paulie, if you could see it, it's like the greatest night of my life. Maybe one year it will absolutely come to fruition.
Clark Griswold, you want the whole family
whole thing,
over.
that's it.
You've been chasing that big
high,
family Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner.
So semi-genius, because you get then all the leftovers and you have them for days, which I love that idea.
Me too.
But of course, now you're eating the same thing for dinner 2 nights in a row, essentially.
Which is absolutely okay.
You're okay with
that? Well,
that.
because there's going to be a different variety of meats there tomorrow. There's going to be ham. We don't get the ham. So we'll just have turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, and pumpkin pie, rolls. Great. Just basic.
But you're not going to be able to avoid all of those things tomorrow. You're going to have some of those things tomorrow as well.
I mean, is there anybody on the planet that's like, hey, less stuffing and green bean casserole?
No, that's fair.
Me,
that's fair.
That's
fair.
So I'm super stoked about that. That's tonight. But I had a story that I had to share. I have to share it. Sometimes the story is so good that you're like, should I wait? I can't wait. Told you guys. I told you part of it, Ben. But it's delicate. It's delicate. There have been preliminary discussions in my home about potentially, maybe, somewhere down the road, expanding the Woods clan.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to go adopt Thunderbird.
I'm not. I do not want Thunderbird.
Did anyone adopt Thunderbird yesterday?
I hope Thunderbird's
I
off
hope
the
so.
market.
I
hope
That's
so.
Paulie's dog that he
Didn't
abandoned
get.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to say abandoned. Got his hopes up and then left him in the lurch. You're right.
Yes. That. Yeah.
So, very preliminary discussions. In the case of that, you need, now it's been many years since we've done that. Not that. It's been many years since we've actually had a child.
Correct.
We're
Taylor was your most recent, if I recall.
Taylor's our most recent.
Right.
Again, preliminary discussions, like feeling it out, and you have to make sure that it's even worth your time and trouble.
Right.
So we got to make.
Is it medically feasible?
Yeah. Is it Thank you. Is it medically feasible to do so?
Correct.
Or are we just going to be spinning our wheels? I know my wife doesn't want to spin her wheels unless she has to. She'll spin her wheels if she has to.
No practice.
But no, she does not want to spin her wheels unless it's worth her time. And I get it. And I felt the same. I was like, let's make sure I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. So the very preliminary stages of this, making a couple of appointments. And yesterday, the big day came where it was time to test your old pal Woodsy.
Motility check.
The motility check. Motility.
You either know what that means or you don't.
Yes.
Like a swimming test.
Right. Yes.
How active are the boys? So
And what does that entail? Woods?
Tell us, please.
the test?
Yeah.
The
Without
test.
going into too much gory detail.
Well,
what does that entail?
So I had to drive yesterday down to the clinic. Okay. This is an in-person scene. 4 o'clock.
You can't do this over Zoom. is
Can't
what
do it
you're
over
saying.
Zoom.
Telehealth. Yeah.
Correct. Can't do it over. Yeah, but again, I got to make sure that everything is firing.
In fact, please don't ever do this on Zoom.
Telehealth, yes.
Yeah, if you do that over Zoom, you're in trouble. So
Yeah.
I go down and the whole day, I'm a wreck because you start thinking about it. You're like, I'm 50, but I'm pretty virile. Like I feel good. You know, I have no problem in that area. I'm good until it's like, hey man, you're gonna have to do this on command at 4 p.m. sharp today in a clinical room. All I'm thinking about all day. So I drive down and walk in and hi, Mr. Woods. Oh, hello. How are you?
They all know why you're there.
Yep.
The receptionist. It's like on a chart.
She marches me back to the room.
The room.
The room.
The room.
Way
I need everything.
Way in the back. I'll give
The
you everything.
room.
I'll give you the
There
whole
is
thing.
a room.
There's
The
a room way in the back.
The room.
Yep. No, Carlos, it's not called the Jack Shack, but it's the room and the way back.
Because you don't want other people to be passing the room
No.
or hearing anything
get that blood sample? And you're like, oh, I'm trying
hearing
to
anything
concentrate.
going on in
Door
the
starts
room.
jiggling.
Yeah. The wrong room.
I'm hoping the room has a lock on the door at the very least.
It does. So
Okay,
I'm
good.
pouring sweat already. So I go in and she is okay. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you. She said, oh, hang on. You got to fill out this little thing, the sticker with your name on it so that you put it on the sample. So my hands are shaking as I'm trying to write Stephen Woods, partner, name. Like
We know you hate writing.
I hate writing
things,
anyway.
So, that's
So I'm-
one of your irrational fears.
So I'm writing it down. She's like, oh, by the way, you have to scrub your hands with this sponge and this scrubber and also
You're right.
with it. And I
You
said,
don't want to contaminate any potential samples.
sample. So I said, oh, okay. I can do that. And they said, hey, when you're done, put it in this thing, flip the switch, you're good to go. So I turn around immediately. I survey the room. And there is a leather couch that is I'm 6'1", and I was hanging off of it by 2 feet.
This is like
If I laid down,
like a love seat.
Yeah.
like a love seat.
Two people could not comfortably sit there, but could sit there.
By the way, made of leather, loud leather, not good, soft leather, loud leather.
I just got to say, I'm sure that is a medical facility and they have the best cleaning agents and everything, all the products.
How many guys went in there?
There's no
yesterday?
chance I'm touching that couch.
Yes. I mean,
There is
right?
no chance.
how many guys were in there that yesterday?
Blech.
Like a peep show.
Good God.
So
You might as well be in a seedy motel
Yeah.
off the Las Vegas Strip
So
right now.
I survey the room.
Oh,
I survey the room and I go, this is tough. Okay, Woodsy, you can do this. You've been in more precarious situations than this before. So I looked around and I said, okay, I'm gonna go with the way that I know best. And I took one of the mortifying. I took one of the pillows off and I put it on the ground.
like the couch cushion
Correct.
pillows.
Yes. Like the end, not the big one.
Come
that you sit
crank
on.
your hog.
Right. At the doctor's office. So I took the thing and I put it on the ground and I was just going to go within the old on the knees handle biz, right? Had my phone, my AirPods,
In your cup.
and the cup. Now, they said open the top of the lid, right? But don't open it fully. So have it ready. But
Like a pill bottle. Like unseal it, but don't take
lift
the top
yes,
off.
correct.
You don't want environmental
The agents getting in there.
contamination like floating in.
So you got to be ready. You got to be ready. So first of all, my first move, I tried to start on the couch. And I don't know if you've ever
Stroganoff.
done that on a leather couch before, but it's not like the quietest. Right. That's the sound. So the
shifting in position.
you know that, yeah. Anybody that's ever been on a leather couch, you know that sound and that feeling.
so
Oh,
I switched. Yep. As I switched down to the other way. Then I realized my tennis shoes were squeaking on the floor. So I'm red. I'm sweating. I can't focus because all I hear are these noises.
Like the linoleum floor.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is what it sounds like in there. Like a basketball game. Like the Aztecs.
You're running drills.
Like an Aztecs practice. Then
Can do it in here.
so I finally just take my shoes off.
This isn't like your fun space. So wait, hang on.
So hey, I'm not done.
So you walk in and they have a couch and materials and anything you need, and you end up taking off all your clothes and
Well, so I took
putting
up,
the pillow on the floor.
Yeah, took my shoes off. Then my shirt kept getting in the way. So off goes the shirt.
Oh my God.
Was it too long of a shirt is what you're saying? It was just you wore too long of a shirt. Right.
And you remember you have this thing over
Did you light
here.
A candle?
No candles.
Did you have anything
But you
DoorDash?
You have this thing, and all you're thinking about is that cup. And I gotta get that lid off, and I gotta be ready to go. I gotta be ready. So I'm sweating, dude. And in my mind,
Because if you miss,
you're screwed.
you don't get a do-over at your age.
I'm not 18, bro. All right, see you guys in a week. Try again, right? It's not like, hey, I can do it again if you want. It's no big deal. I'm not Dirk Diggler. So I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm sweating. And I think to myself, I've been in my mind, I was in there for an hour and a half. In all told, I was like 10 minutes at that point. But in my mind, I'm hour and a half.
What's the least embarrassing amount of time?
Oh, the least embarrassing amount of time?
I think there's a too fast.
If you walk in and walk out in 60 seconds,
That's not great
That's
either.
actually legendary. If you can do that, like,
I don't know.
that's legendary. So I look at the sign and it says, must be delivered within 30 minutes. And so I'm like, I have a 30-minute clock on me right now. And 10 minutes I've already eaten up with the dumb couch and the taking my shirt off. Redecorating and stripping down. There were no mags in there. There were no magazines. Thank God, because I had my phone. And they did have a big, giant screen that said you can use this. But then I would have been sitting back on that leather couch watching.
Well, wait, would you have had to cast your phone onto it? Was it
it had private browsing, but it had free, up there that you could click on and watch.
Corn tub.
Yeah, free corn tub or whatever.
This is not one of those work ones that blocks us.
Correct. No,
this is one where they actually go ahead.
Yeah, have a ball. That couch, dude. So
trying to get comfortable.
Yeah. So I'm a wreck essentially because I'm always a wreck. But I'm sitting there and I'm going, all right, dude, this is business. This is time to handle business. Handle your business like you've never handled your business. Like there's a gun to your head. Okay?
It's not helping.
It's not helping. So we got it. I got it done. Now, got it done. Then you're panicked because it's not an easy, it's not easy to it's like a tiny little cup. You guys have all peed in a cup,
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
I've done that, yeah.
Yeah,
Not
it's
easy.
tough. So then I cap it. I put the thing on it. I put it in the bin. I hit
It's not
start.
that easy to concentrate at that.
Yeah.
That
There.
time
At
either.
that time. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Did you guys ever have to do that when you were a kid? I did that once for a checkup. They
Somebody
said,
made you
"Go
do that
pee
when
in
you were
cup."
a kid. You should put that person in prison.
Pee in a cup?
Oh, pee in a cup. Yeah, all the time.
I didn't know how to do
Splash
it.
out all
I was
over your
I remember
hands.
as I was a kid, I went in the toilet and then I just took the cup and
Oh yeah.
scooped up
Scooped
toilet
up. That's
water.
not what they wanted.
Holy God!
I was 6. Nobody told me what to do.
They didn't tell you how to do that.
No, from the urine reservoir.
I was
like a ladle of urine. And screws the cap on. Jesus!
6, but that,
Come on!
it's so funny. You scooped it in the toilet.
This is it's crazy, Paulie. It's a
I-
crazy
Dude.
thing to admit.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
crazy.
Haven't thought about it in 30 years.
That's insane.
Because I've done the oh no, and had to like move it real quick and
Bro,
splash
like,
some?
just
no
because,
joke.
Because like Woods was saying, they want you to go to such lengths to make sure it's not contaminated.
So he dips it in the toilet.
He just scooped it out of the toilet.
Yeah, and then I pulled it out with a turd.
I swear to God, on my life, I was probably around Bo's age, like old enough to have to go into the bathroom by myself, but young enough to not have any idea what they were talking about. And they just go, here, you have to go in this cup.
All right.
And I'm
Let
like,
me make it easy on you guys.
as long as some urine gets in this cup, I think we're all good, right? And I'm like, well, this is how I've done it my entire life up to this point, at least. So I don't know anything other than
They
this.
come back, they're like, dude, you have hepatitis and gonorrhea and chlamydia. You're 6. Are you okay? Because you pulled it out of the toilet.
Literally, it was like, I just took the cup and just scooped it.
Sir, you have cancer? I don't know how to tell you this. Sir, I'm 6 years old. I played Little League. That is one of the best stories I've ever heard in my life. And I'm sure you're not alone. And had I had the ability to do that, I would have ladled mine too, Paulie.
Yeah, you're like, this is going to be a little bit easier.
Yeah, just like a stew.
Like, wait, you want me to hold this and balance this? No.
So I put it in the thing. I hit the switch. Now, I then panic. I panic because I go, wait a minute. I've hit the switch. They're going to grab it. And are they going to come in? So I'm furiously trying to get my clothes back on. I'm obviously looking around to make sure. I'm like rubbing a napkin over the floor, like just in case. So then you think it's over.
Man.
You think it's over. I walk out and there's 15 women in that office. 15. And you walk out and they all know what you just did. And I start to walk by. I'm like, thank you. I go, thank you guys. And she goes, oh, no, you're not done. You have blood work. I'm like, so I just all of my fluid. So I sit down. And I'm so uncomfortable. I can see
that should be the last thing, and then you're out the door.
I can see, I can see the room.
There should be another exit where you can go out from that room right to your car and not see anybody else again.
Yeah, like the back, way out the back door. Like, hey, just go out that creep.
Leave it here and then just
exit.
go right back out to your car.
So I sit down and I'm seeing into the sample room where I've just left mine in there, and she's like, okay, and the one lady was like, and this one's yours, right? I'm like, yes, that's mine. You know it's mine. I'm the only one here. And so they take my blood, and you're making small talk. She knows damn well where you just came from. She can smell the detergent on you. Like, she knows where you just came from. And so what do you got planned for Thanksgiving? I'm like, I don't know at this point. I have no idea. Family, the usual turkey. You can do stuffing and stuff. And it takes my blood, takes 5 vials of blood. And again, the preliminary stages of this. So I then slink back to my car in shame. And should this thing go down the road, should it happen, go down the road, I know that childbirth is difficult, but I don't know that it's more difficult than what I went through. I'd like you guys to think about me and what I had to go through that afternoon.
Thoughts and prayers.
The anxiety, Paulie, of driving down there. My ears got hot as I walked into the building. Yeah. Yanksgiving, as my wife said. Happy Yanksgiving, everybody. So wish me luck. Wish me luck.
How long you got to wait?
I think it's a week, which is also that's the last thing you want to hear is hey, buddy.
That was all for nothing.
That was all for nothing. So we'll see what happens. I thought you guys would enjoy it.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
With everybody in San Diego.
Yeah.
That's how we get started on our last show of November. We will take a quick time out.
Grateful.
We will come back.
I'm grateful for all of you.
Set the menu for the program. Aztecs bounced back with a big win last night.
I know we're going to say what we're thankful for. I am thankful to have this particular platform. I don't know a lot of sports radio shows that could get away with even closely telling that story.
And we may not either.
Maybe not. Maybe Adam's
going
to
be
phone
very
call
mad,
later.
But
the fact that you guys our listeners are awesome.
Well, this is adult stuff, and people have to go through this. And I think I want people to know that, if I can do it, you can do it. It's like with our colonoscopy. It's not great. It's not the best night of your life the night before you do a colonoscopy, but it's absolutely important. And for things like this, it's certainly a trip, but you do what you have to do.
Off and running with Ben Woods and Paul. Let's check traffic with Kelly Danick on a Wednesday morning on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Well, if you missed Foreplay, I'd say let's just never speak of it again. However, you will hear it again this afternoon because Gwen and Chris are off, and we'll be playing this show in its entirety again for 2 to 6. So,
well, if you want to stay and do your own 20 minutes after the show, I could replace it.
Everybody leaving work today early on Wednesday before Thanksgiving at 2. That's what you're getting on your drive home. So congratulations.
My God.
They're going to be expecting Chris versus the fans, and instead
they're going to get Woods versus
story.
his hog. Yeah, that's funny, dude.
My camera to look at me. It just wants to
be a
keep,
nightmare for the whole
keeps,
day.
I don't know why.
No.
It just keeps deciding. Oh, it's looking at my face.
That's it. This car, it's cut out. It keeps picking up his cutout.
Keeps finding my cutout face. There we go.
I don't want that played at 2 p.m.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know. That's it. It's coming back at 2 o'clock this
Wait.
afternoon.
Who? Gwen and for the Gwen and Chris show?
Yes.
They're off today, so they're playing they're calling it Best of Ben and Woods, but it's just our show from today. So our 6 o'clock hour is their 2 o'clock hour. Our 8 o'clock hour is their 4 o'clock hour tonight.
I just pulled a full Adam. All right. Well, I mean, I feel comfortable doing that story at 6. I don't feel comfortable doing that story at 2.
Well,
sorry, we didn't warn you that was going to happen.
I mean, you did know, just forgot.
I did forget. Huh. So does that mean when we're off, we just play a best of Gwen and Chris? Is that how that?
No, we still play a Best of Ben and Woods.
Oh, okay. Makes sense to me.
All right. The rest of the show should be a little more afternoon friendly and sports centric, including some Aztecs talk coming up. If you did not stay up last night, they were able to bounce back nicely with a win over Oregon. Great offensive performance by San Diego State, 97-80, the final last night. We'll talk some college hoops. But, of course, we're getting ready for another huge playoff game this weekend at Snapdragon Stadium, SDFC against Vancouver in the MLS Western Conference Finals. And coming up at 7 o'clock on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline, the sporting director / general manager of San Diego FC, Tyler Heaps, is going to be with us to talk about his team, what they've got left. They're 2 wins away from a championship.
What a job he's done this year.
Unbelievable.
I mean,
unbelievable.
You talk about SDFC, you have the star players playing up when it matters most. You have great regular seasons by those star players as well. You have an elite coach, and you have a general manager that has made some incredibly difficult yet extremely savvy moves. I mean, this is the dream for an organization so far.
And he had to make every decision for this season. It's not like, okay, here's what we've got, here's what we don't got. We've got nothing. We have no coach, we have no staff, we have no players, we have nothing. We're starting from scratch. And he had to basically nail every decision to get SDFC to this point. Hire the right coach. Check. Mikey Varas has been legendary so far. Your designated players, your stars that you can pay extra, got to get those right. Anders Dreyer and Chucky Lozano, they've come through. And then as you fill in the roster, the draft, I got the Mano Dua, the kid who has been absolutely nails the second half of the season defensively with the first overall pick in the draft. Nailed that. Picking up your signings from Europe, guys like Yepi Tverskov and Oni Valikari, making sure that those were the right signings. And then in the season, you've got the drama of Milan Alaski, who comes, plays great, but then you can't keep him. You can't.
Leaves.
You have to leave.
One of your best
and then
players.
You pick up at your trade deadline. You get a guy like Amal Pellegrino who comes and starts scoring. You have had to nail every single move you have made for the entire last, 18 months to get to this point where you are now 2 wins away from a championship.
The guy that you earmarked as your superstar had that meltdown or whatever happened too. You've had to navigate that as well and have a different rotation. You had to have guys like Pellegrino that could slide right in and not miss a beat. It's really the stars have aligned for this team this year.
I don't know if they give out a executive of the year award in MLS or if they already did, but if they gave it to anyone else other than Tyler Heaps, they're crazy. I mean, think about how many things he had to do right to get this team to where they are. He will join us at 7 o'clock. I'll guess appearing on the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. Want to talk more about the Padres coaching hiring? Obviously, we discussed it yesterday. I got some more feedback from Tier 1s about Steven Souza Jr. in particular, the hitting coach, some positive, some negative. I want to address some of the negative comments I saw from Padres fans. And I'm not saying you're necessarily wrong, but this is a tough hire to evaluate at this stage.
Which one?
A hitting coach.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really tough hire to say, I think they nailed it, or I think this was a huge mistake. But I want to talk more about that as well. We'll have our regular features. Don't do this. Last game at Take on Woods for the month at 8:20. Chance to qualify for those Sammy Hagar tickets and the trip to Las Vegas. Our Reindl Report and our biggest fan contest. And as I promised, first half of the show, we're going to be giving away some more Guns N' Roses tickets to their concert at Snapdragon Stadium in September. So be listening in our first 2 hours here for your chance to win tickets to GNR on September 2nd. At Snapdragon. But let's check traffic and then get into San Diego State's big and somewhat surprising, I must say now, bounce back performance against Oregon last night in Las Vegas. Next on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Big problem on northbound 125 before the King Freeway. Fatal accident over to the right shoulder. Emergency crews got the 2 right lanes blocked. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So San Diego State lost by 40 on Monday night to Michigan. Talked about it yesterday. I was shocked. Honestly, I've never seen SDSU look so non-competitive, really, in a game before in the Brian Dutcher and most of the Steve Fisher era. Maybe like his first season when they had no players and no one even had any idea what was coming. But since then, it has been just so out of character for San Diego State to play a game like that. Now, yesterday, maybe a little more context. Michigan went and played 21st ranked Auburn and did the same thing to them. 102-72, 30-point win, but it was never close. Really it was an absolute blowout by halftime. Maybe Michigan is just that good, or just they're having, the week of their lives. And
they're a wagon, dude. I mean, they are a wagon. They're huge. They're physical. You saw it against SDSU the other night. I texted you yesterday. I go, man, that in my mind, like that's what I pictured SDSU was going to be. And hey, maybe they'll get to that type of basketball at some point this year. Last night was a good first step, but I'm not mad at that Michigan loss.
I'm
anymore.
certainly less mad at it today in context after seeing what Michigan did the next day.
My Lord.
And seeing what San Diego State did last night against Oregon, which was really the best shooting performance we've seen in the Brian Dutcher era. The offense was so good from everybody. Everybody contributed. Reese Dixon-Waters was the leading scorer with 22 points on 9 of 13 shooting.
Excellent.
But he wasn't the only one. BJ Davis
awesome.
Looked great. LZ Harrington, the freshman, came in and played great. Magoon Gua, 13 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks. Farrell Compton was, dunks. Miles Heide was getting rebounds and putbacks and finishing at the hoop really, really well. It was one of the better offensive performances we've seen from a San Diego State basketball team, really, ever. Coming off the heels of that performance against Michigan, you say, doesn't make a lot of sense what's going on, but, they talked about after the game, once you make a few and you get your confidence up, the hoop looks like you're throwing the ball into the ocean. It's like everybody just looks and goes, my God, that's the biggest basket I've ever seen, and everything we throw up is going to go in. And it was like that. It was fun to watch for sure. I mean, 97 points for a San Diego State team. without going to double overtime is unusual to say the least.
I was jokingly upset with them because now I'm like back to I don't know what this team is now because that was one of the best.
Which
halves,
is better than they're terrible
for sure.
way better.
I say that knowing like, of course, I'm glad that they won. I didn't want them to lose or anything like that. But like that first half, they put up 51 points. They could not miss.
54 the night before total. 51 in the first half, 54 the night
And I'm
before.
just like,
that's what we're
this
talking
effing
about.
team, like we're sitting here ripping them all day long, and then they come out with that. And then today, I'm like, I have no idea if this is a good team because that's what I thought that team was going to play like every day, every game. That's exactly what I was expecting.
Now, I still have some of the same concerns I had yesterday because they turned the ball over 15 times. That remains
Early
an issue. They gave up 80 points. That's now 281 points allowed by the Aztecs in 3 games.
That's not normal.
That's not San Diego State basketball. They're going to have to find their defensive rhythm. Yeah. To me, that's the most shocking thing about the whole start of the season is the Aztecs are going to scuffle at times, especially offensively. The shots aren't going to fall, 3-pointers, whatever. But you figure they're going to be the toughest defensive team that pretty much every opponent faces all year long. Almost without exception. They'll play some good teams, but you're not going to see a better defensive team than the one you play against San Diego State. You may beat them, but it won't be because they didn't play defense. But, 3 games in a row to give up that many points, and I get it. A hot Troy team, an amazing Michigan team, and a really good Big Ten team from Oregon, they're going to get some baskets for sure. I didn't expect them to hold them to, 52, but 281 points in 3 games by a San Diego State defense.
Yeah,
what's going on here? I'm curious to hear what Brian Dutcher, his analysis of what aren't we doing that we've done literally every season for the last 25 years. Why have we stopped doing it for the last 3 games?
Right.
I'm just curious. What is he seeing? Because I'm not seeing necessarily a lack of effort or lack of hustle. They're out there hustling. It's just not working the way it usually works for San Diego State.
Yeah, I think it's just, unfortunately, in college basketball, you don't have a whole lot of time, at least in a conference like the Mountain West for San Diego State. You don't have a whole lot of time to figure things out in the non-conference and gel together.
Especially when you play the non-conference schedule that they do. Most of the time. It's
either cupcakes or really good opponents. There's not a whole lot of in between.
Yeah.
And so I can understand why that's difficult. It takes time for guys to learn how each other plays.
I get that, but they have more guys coming back than almost every team in America. Michigan's a bunch of hired guns that all came together. They've known each other for, literally a couple of months and played 3 games together. San Diego State's team, most of them have been together.
$13 million roster.
I get it. They're very talented.
Most rosters are 7 deep and
if San Diego
maybe
State,
8.
If San Diego State was going to have an advantage, it was going to be early in the season against these talented teams who are still finding their way. I expected the Aztecs to come out of the gate running with guys who are already indoctrinated into the system. They know each other so well from having played together 1, 2, 3 seasons all together. While these other teams are just trying to figure it out with their NIL guys who had just transferred in, they all going to get good by February, March. But the Aztecs were going to start and have the advantage, and I hadn't seen that until last night when they looked totally like a completely locked in together unit against an Oregon team that was just really run off the floor for the most part.
Well, you've been doing this a long time, Fred.
Yeah.
Hasn't it sunk in yet that nobody knows anything ever? And what you expect to happen doesn't always happen.
You're not wrong.
It's
tough when you devote your life to analyzing something that really does defy analysis sometimes.
I think about it. I think about it every day
Baseball
of my life.
Is just like that.
Because you feel like, no, I know what I'm seeing. I know what the capabilities are. I know that what this bullpen is capable. I know what this roster, I feel like I know these guys well enough. And then they go out and they either blow you away at the beginning of the season last year, like what the Padres did, or you're like, what is happening? Why can't you guys hit anymore? It just.
And the answer is usually very simple. And it applies to the Padres. It applies to the Aztecs even more. They're human beings.
Yeah.
And in this case, they are young human beings who are in college and are, 19, 20, 21 years old. So you're going to have good and bad days. Mentally, you're going to be locked in sometimes, and sometimes you're not.
It happens to 35-year-old veterans. I mean, if they're just human beings.
50-year-old radio hosts.
It sure does. It absolutely does. When's the next game? It
Today.
is today.
So, yeah,
3 in a row.
This is
Against Baylor.
One of the more complicated tournament formats you're going to come up with. I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out so I could explain what's going on. They have, I think, 18 teams in the tournament, and they have to then determine who are the 2 best to go in the championship game. Now, you're not going to have just the 2 teams that won their first 2 games because you have 5 undefeated teams.
Right.
So how do you determine who are the 2 best teams? And they do it by point differential. But there's a maximum of 20 for any game. So you're like, if you go 2-0 and you won both by at least 20, that's the best you can do. Well, that's what Michigan did.
Okay, they're in.
They're in. And then Gonzaga, who beat Maryland yesterday, 100-61, they're in. So it's going to be Michigan against Gonzaga.
That's going to be unbelievable.
Then
that's for the big prize.
That's for the extra million. The loser gets an extra like $500,000.
Okay.
And then they picked a third place game, which is going to be let's see, was that Kansas, Tennessee? I believe was the third place game. And then there's the 5th place game. I don't know. I think as far as I can tell, San Diego State against Baylor is like the 9th place game.
What
so
time?
They're in the middle of the tournament. 7:30 tonight on True TV, I believe.
Do
and Baylor's is going to be good. They're projected as a 7 seed right now by Lunardi in the NCAA tournament. So that's going to be a good metric game. Another chance to get a good resume building win tonight. They're 4-1. They lost yesterday to St. John's, who's ranked 14th in the country, but otherwise they've won all their games. So this will be a test. And certainly one where the Aztecs, if they win,
we're back.
Okay.
Back-ish.
You can't erase the loss to Troy, but they'll have what they needed out of this tournament.
One bad loss.
You'll have what you needed out of this tournament. 2 wins and a loss to a Michigan team that clearly looks like they're going to be a Final Four contender. That's not going to be, even though it was by 40, it's not going to be the worst thing at the end of the day.
Winner gets $1 million. Second place gets $500,000. Do they get together and say, "Hey, let's just do 750 each"? The old fantasy football.
Right.
Hey,
it's called a chop in poker. When you go to the table, it's like, let's just chop it up.
I think we can win. Yeah, but if you don't, you're costing your school $250.
I mean, that's going to be a really good game.
I love that bit. Have you ever taken the chop in fantasy football?
I've been offered.
The chop.
No.
This year, I was in the fantasy baseball playoffs, and the guy, I barely lost, but his team was so much better. I would have taken the chop had he offered it. He didn't offer, and I didn't want to be the second place guy.
To get nervous when you were barely losing.
Yes,
should have done the chop.
But had he done it, I would have taken it.
You consider it when it's offered to you, but
you don't offer it. I know.
You're admitting my team is not as good. I don't have a chance. And you're just begging for them to split the
best is like there are leagues that I played in before. It's literally winner take all. The winner take all league, it's a no brainer. If I'm still going to make 500 or 1,000 for second place, I'm still getting money.
Yeah,
I'm getting my money back and then some.
Then you're like,
no, I'll take the risk. But if it's a winner take all and it's down to 1 and 2 and you're 2 and they offer the chop, woo, you got to take it.
So beyond the first place game and the third place game, I don't think there's extra money. I think it's like 300,000 for third, 200,000 for fourth, and then so the Aztecs will just get their mill.
They got their mill
for playing in the tournament, and hopefully if they win and impressively, they'll keep getting invited back.
Yeah, well, I was reading earlier in the week they are contracted out, I think, through 2029.
Nice.
With that tournament.
Beautiful. And it's expanding to 32 teams next year as well.
And, yeah, the same article was talking about how the tournament directors were saying, like, there's definitely going to be some extra love for the teams that were here in year 1. San Diego State, one of those 8 teams last November. So, like, they said Houston, as long as Sampson is the coach of Houston, they're invited every year. San Diego State's invited for the next 4 years and probably beyond that, but that'll be up to them.
All right, so tonight, 7:30, SDSU against Baylor to wrap up the 3-day Players Era tournament in Vegas.
Good win, much needed win. Everybody calm down.
All right, we've got Tyler Heaps, sporting director for SDFC, joining us when we come back as they get ready for their giant Western Conference Final showdown against Vancouver. Do not go away. Hour number 2 of Ben and Woods next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. We were talking about Tyler Heaps, the sporting director, general manager of SDFC in our first hour. And I was saying, I mean, think about all the things you had to do to get to this point. You started at zero. Every other team starts with, at least the basis of a roster,
Sure.
a staff, everything. And then they try to fill in the holes. It was just one big giant hole that they had to fill in at the beginning of the year for SDFC. And I just looked it up. They do have an Executive of the Year award. In fact, it was 1 year ago today that LAFC's general manager was named Executive of the Year. I think Tyler Heaps, who is joining us right now on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline, should definitely be up for that award. First of all, Tyler, congratulations on everything the team has accomplished. I know you want more, though.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me again. Thanks for all the kind words. I'll have to go back and re-listen to the first hour and see if you said some good things about me to make sure I want to come back. But
you definitely don't want to listen to the first 30 minutes, all right? It's not about you. It has nothing to do with you. Very personal story that I shared, but you don't have to listen to that if you don't want to.
Please don't, actually.
Please don't, actually.
But I really appreciate it, and it's always great to talk to you guys. It's great to hear everybody talking about what we've been able to accomplish, and it's far beyond me. It's everybody else, to your point. And it was, I don't like to look back because those are some lonely days, and that's probably the best way to put it. It was me and a whiteboard for a long time, writing down what I wanted the staff to look like, what I wanted the different roles to be, what I wanted the players to look like, and I was fortunate to be able to have a lot of really good people around me from Right to Dream and within the ownership group. And then it was about getting to work and getting people in that had the same vision. And yeah, I think the success has come a lot quicker just because of the people that we have in this place.
We've come a long way, right? From about this time last year, me complaining that no one sent me an SDFC jersey, to you guys hand delivering one at the Christmas show mid-December, to now here you are. I mean,
you're wearing it on the show.
I'm wearing it on the show yesterday. 2 wins away from an MLS championship. This is unbelievable. Don't look back for sure, because there's some big moments ahead. How are you guys, Mikey, the team, ready handling this? It's a short turnaround after a physical couple of games here in a row.
Yeah, no, it's been a grind, and that's what this postseason is. Those bring more challenges, and we always want to be the more ready team. We know Vancouver had a couple of extra days rest, but they're also wounded. They had a very tough game against LAFC at home, which was a tale of two halves, and they had to hold on and grind that thing out. They got a few injuries. We know they're a really good team. We obviously went up there and beat them pretty badly, but then they came down here and played us in a really tight game. In my opinion, it's going to be a fantastic game. Both teams want to play. I think it should be exciting. I think both teams will go for it. And so, yeah, we're really looking forward to it. The fans, you guys, if you were there in the building, that was unbelievable. I think there was a moment in the 94th minute when I turned around and the whole stadium was singing, obviously the chant, which is pretty remarkable that this chant was probably made up in someone's garage 12 months ago. And then the whole stadium was singing it. I turned around and I saw a little boy and his mom just belting it at the top of their lungs. And that was a pretty special moment, because that's what this is. I think we've really embraced the community. San Diego, we all know this, show up for their sports teams, and we're glad to be a part of that family now.
Talking to SDFC sporting director Tyler Heaps, and you mentioned the quick turnaround. I know part of that is the pitch conditions. It was brought up after the game, playing 2 days after a college football game. Now, I saw reporting that they are replacing the field. In fact, they're in the process of that. Tell us, is that looking like it's going to get done, and you'll have a better quality surface, hopefully, on Saturday?
If it doesn't get done, we're in trouble. We have all intention that it gets done. It is currently in process. I've been told last night that it's ahead of schedule. That thing will be down. They'll obviously roll it to make sure that it's as flat as possible. And yeah, we're really looking forward to having a pitch that suits the occasion. I think both teams want to play fast, and that one on the weekend or on Monday night prevented us a little bit from playing as quick as we would wanted to. But it's a credit to the group not making that an excuse, and that's kind of been our mentality throughout this whole playoffs. And no excuse mentality. We can control what we can control, and fortunately they were working with us so that we have a new pitch down that will hopefully be fit for the occasion.
What, Tyler, what don't we know about head coach Mikey Varas? Because we're pretty obsessed with him. We have Darren Smith on once a week. He's pretty obsessed with him. Darren and I text about him. We love him. I mean, we just love him. We love his mentality. We love how he we love how he addresses the media, all of it. And what is he like kind of away from all of this? What's he, do you have a little anecdote or a story you could tell us about Mikey Varas and the kind of person he is?
I'll tell you the first story whenever he came into market to do his announcement. So obviously I had a lot of conversation. Most of it was over phone. So Mikey's, before he joined us, he was with the U20s and then he was in with the senior national team. He was the actually interim. So all of our interviews were over Zoom with him, and we had quite a bit of them. He actually had a holiday set and he said, "Oh, should I cancel my holiday and come into market?" This is a time where I was talking to a number of coaches. So we did the final interview with Mr. Mansour over Zoom, and he was actually in Barcelona on holiday at that time. And then he came into market, and I remember myself and Tom Penn, our CEO, we said, "Okay, let's take them to dinner whenever they arrive." And we were going to do that the night after his announcement. And so we booked a steakhouse up in Del Mar. And then he arrived, and I picked him and his wife up from the airport, and I said, "Oh, let's just grab some food quick, and then I'll drop you off at the hotel." And we went to a place over in Little Italy, and he goes, "Oh, I'm vegan." So I remember underneath the table texting Tom, and I said, abort the plan. Like we can't take this guy to Steak 48 after his announcement. And so I think that was probably a little anecdote, but honestly, off the field, like, he is the most chill, humble guy you'll ever meet. And I think he also portrays that in the media. And I think that's what I've been most impressed with, is just how he handles it, how he connects with the community. I mean, this guy will go out into the community. Before we started, he wanted to get back on the field. He was like, "Oh, I'm having withdrawals from coaching." And so he connected with our community team, and he went out to a local park, and no one knew who Mikey Varas was at this stage. And if he did this now, I'm sure that the kids would be ecstatic. But he went out and coached a bunch of 8 and 9-year-olds at a local park that were underprivileged. And that's what he wanted to do. He's like, "I just miss being on the field. I miss coaching." He's coached every level in the United States, from U9 up to obviously now the senior national team and now San Diego FC. And so he's the most humble, down-to-earth guy you'll ever meet. Great guy to go get a beer with on match day -1. Great guy to the only thing I would say about him, not a great guy to take to a steakhouse.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's just a home run of a hire and a home run of a designated player selection. Chucky Lozano obviously made a ton of sense. Here in San Diego, the connection with Mexico created a ton of excitement, and he's been a thrill to watch on the pitch this season. But Anders Dreyer, I don't know that a ton of people here knew who he was or had heard about him. We're going, this is going to be our star. What did you kind of see in him, and how has that progressed? Obviously, he's been so fantastic. Is this what you envisioned when you signed Anders Dreyer at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a home run too. So prior to this role, I was at AS Monaco, and we actually owned Cercle Bruges in Belgium as well, the same ownership group. So I watched a lot of Belgian football. And when the year I was there, the last year I was at Monaco, I watched a lot of Anders Dreyer because he was on Anderlecht. And so it was one that we were actually considering for Monaco at the time. And so he, in my opinion, was also a home run because he's Danish. He's obviously connected to our sister club in FC Nordsjælland. He played against them quite a bit when he was at Michelin, so a well-known name. He was in the Euro squad for Denmark. And so prime age of his career, a player that can play inside or outside. And that was key in our kind of player profiles and what we were looking for opposite of Irving. And so, yeah, did I think he was going to be a very good player? Absolutely. Did I think he was going to show up in all of these occasions? Did I think he was going to rise above and be the guy? No, I wasn't certain. But I do think that the way that he's come in and approached everything from day one, he came here and put his head down. This is the first time he's ever been to the United States, and he got on a plane and kind of trusted us and said, "Okay, I'll go here." And now I think he's loving life. It helps that him and his family have really settled. It was funny. I was talking to him last night, and I didn't even realize this. And he said, somebody in the media asked if I was Batman. And just said, like, what are these guys doing? And then I ended up seeing it on our social channel last night. Someone did ask him, like, are you Batman or are you Anders Dreyer? And I think his answer just explains him, like the most humble answer ever. He said, "I'm Anders Dreyer from Denmark."
Love it.
And that's who he is as a person. Like, he hasn't changed at all. This guy will do the same things. He shows up to training every day trying to get better. And that's a massive credit to him. And yeah, he has shown up in so many big moments, and hopefully he can continue to do that this weekend.
You also have so many young players, teenagers on the roster. And I was at training last week, and I just have to say, Luca Bambino, who you guys exercised the option to finalize the trade and keep going into the future. So impressive for a 19-year-old. I mean, you look at a kid like that and you go, I mean, he acts as though maybe, 35, 36-year-old veteran when I was talking to him. I was just so impressed by some of the young talent that you've put together. Just tell me a little bit about Luca and the decision to keep him around.
Yeah, I think that was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer from day one. Luke is a player that we were trying. I probably called up the street 7 times, and never got a someone to answer and tell me yes until they needed something that we had. And so I think it ended up working out perfect for both parties. The reality was is that his pathway was blocked there. And that's the glory of this sport, is that sometimes the environment is what brings people out. And I think that's what this environment has done in Luka. And he's taken every opportunity. I mean, the guy has a tremendous growth mindset as well. He wants to get better every day. He wants to play at the highest level in the world. And I think he shows week in, week out. The guy has so much passion. And I think that's true for a lot of our guys. You look at our back line on Monday night, we had Manu Dua, 20 years old, who was playing at UC Santa Barbara last year. We have Ian Pilcher, who is 22 and was playing at University of Charlotte last year. Not sure anybody knew who Ian Pilcher was. And these guys, it's just next man up mentality. And it's a massive credit to them, but it's also a massive credit to the staff because these coaches get these guys better. And I'm very confident. It makes my job a lot easier. It makes our scouts' job a lot easier because now we're looking at players differently. When I had the whiteboard and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to maximize every single player. And I think we've been able to do that. And I'm now looking forward already to next year to say, how can we get even better and how can we continue to improve this team?
I'm telling you, the Ian Pilcher play the other night on that save when he slid in and then had the wherewithal to not use his hands, like hovering above the ball. It's one of the coolest plays in sport that I've seen. You know, there's the big dunk, there's the home run, him coming out of nowhere to slide all the way across on a very, I mean,
like Tatis robbing a home
like
run,
robbing a home
like
run.
In some way even more cool.
But
like,
without his hands.
Yeah.
Like imagine if he did it with his mouth. You know what I mean? Like that's what it was
and
like.
how many times it's so easy just to give up there, right?
Yeah.
And you can see it. He puts his head down and says, no, I'm gonna make an effort here and I'm gonna try to obviously do whatever I can. And then he had to play two in the second half where Pereira, who's a top player for them, and that's what you guys don't understand, or maybe you do. But these guys go against DPs every single week because every team has a DP as a winger. And so Bombino and Pilcher now and these guys are going against DPs every single week. And these guys are on, it's public information. They're on reserve minimum and they're going up against these guys and they're going heavyweight fights with them week in, week out. And so, yeah, whenever he made that play on Pereira, and then I love that he got the crowd up and running because that's what these guys are. They are kids. And so to see the raw emotion that comes out in them and see them living their dream, it's what makes my job special, and I'm glad that we've got really top people to be able to do that.
Well, good luck to you guys, the team, on Saturday night. I know it's already sold out. You know, people are still trying to find tickets. It's another blue out. Fans encouraged to wear blue at Snapdragon Stadium on Saturday night. We're really looking forward to it and appreciate your time this morning, Tyler.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate your support and looking forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, buddy.
Tyler Heaps, sporting director for San Diego FC, on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. And it wasn't me who asked Anders Dreyer if he was Batman.
Who was it?
I don't know. I wasn't there for that one. We could speculate, but that would probably be irresponsible. To just make guesses as to which member of the media asked if he was Batman.
Darn it. Derek.
Does feel like a TV guy
Julian
question, doesn't it?
It definitely wasn't a radio guy. I'll tell you that.
I don't think it was Darren.
If anybody knows, you're going to have to let us. All right.
Speaking of Darren, waiting for him to get back to me. We're working on getting him on the show this
Oh,
morning.
good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, maybe
we're
even
not here on
7:30.
Friday,
Maybe
so-
like in 20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's traveling.
He's traveling. So if he has some time for us, we can talk a little more SDFC at some point. Let's take a timeout, though. We'll come back. I get to Don't Do This, including, I think it's going to be a do this moment from San Diego State's game last.
I do too. I'm all
made
in
a lot
on
of
it.
people mad.
Why do people
made
get
a lot of
mad at
people
this?
Some people happy, obviously, but we're going to bring it up either way. Coming up next with Bennett Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But I give thanks first for my beloved Eco Water. And if you had the system and the unit in your home, you would too. Trust me, it is kind of a godsend. And the fact that we've got it here at work makes it even better. I can fill up at home, fill up at work before I leave. It's just great. The smartest, most practical upgrade I've ever made for my family. Finally got one right, didn't I, babe? Got the Eco Water system put in a few years ago. They did a great job putting it in. It has been a breeze. Like one time they came out, I said, hey, I just want you to look at it because you haven't had to look at it in a couple of years. I want to make sure it's good. It was the best water you can possibly drink, the best water for your appliances, your pipes, your everything in your home. It's the water that your kids bathe in. It's the water that your kids drink, the water that you cook with. Make sure it's the best. And Eco Water is certainly the best. Been doing this since 1925 when they patented the first self-regenerating water softener. Now, again, man, 100 years later, still leading the way. They're just the best at what they do. Their reverse osmosis system gives you bottle quality water straight from the tap. You add the alkaline filters, your hydration gets a very healthy boost. So you could try the Soft Life and alkaline water now, just $9.95 a month, 760-350-3338, or go to ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Keeping it soft since 1925.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Quick reminder, we'll have our biggest fan announcement coming up at 9 a.m. Last one for us this week since the holiday tomorrow. At 9 a.m., we'll announce a name. If you hear your name called, you'll have 10 minutes to call us back to qualify for our grand prize drawing, a night in our Odyssey Suite at an upcoming Padres game with all the fan staff. 20 tickets for you, all catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. Just register your name at 973thefansd.com/biggest-fan in order to potentially have your name called. All right, it is time for Don't Do This. It is brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
Yes.
It's a lot more affordable than you think. Visit trustandwill.com for more info. Now, a lot of people are calling this a Don't Do This. I'm just going to let you react and respond accordingly as you see fit. I'm sure you don't think it's a Don't Do This.
I don't.
But people are mad that the College Football Playoff Committee has Notre Dame ranked 3 spots ahead of Miami. Even though both teams have 2 losses, Miami has 3 wins over top 25 teams. Notre Dame only has 2. And, oh, by the way, they played each other at the beginning of the season, and Miami beat Notre Dame. So everyone's going, how could you have Notre Dame 3 spots ahead of Miami when they have the same record and the same losses, and
Not
Miami
the same,
beat
not
Notre
even
Dame?
close to the same losses. They lost to 2 unranked teams. They're like 5th in their division.
Same number of losses.
Same number of losses.
That is
but
the argument. Worse losses.
yes,
But
they
they
lost
had-
to SMU
Doesn't
and Louisville.
head-to-head like override everything
Head-to-head
else?
should mean something. But you can't look at Notre Dame and say they're not one of the top 10 teams in the country. You just can't. This is you got to remember too. They were in the national championship game last year, right? And that has some weight.
It shouldn't have any weight at all.
But
It's
it
a
does.
completely different team.
You wouldn't
The
say that
name-
about you wouldn't
the
say you
name
wouldn't
of the
say that about
team-
the Aztecs.
The name of
Wait a
the
minute,
team
wait a minute, wait a
shouldn't
minute,
have
wait a
any
minute,
weight.
wait a minute. You wouldn't say that about the San Diego State Aztecs. Every season doesn't just start fresh. It's the program. It's what they've built. It's how far they got.
It should absolutely start fresh. You have done nothing at the start of the season. You should not, whether it's the
Right,
NCAA
2
basketball
losses by 4 points. That's what they have.
I get it.
Not to unranked
I don't
teams.
think you're necessarily wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I think Notre Dame's a better team than Miami. So I think the College Football Playoff Committee got it right. What I'm arguing with is whether it's the college football playoffs or the NCAA basketball tournament, when you are deciding, you should be looking at resumes only. The name of the program, what they've done in recent years, shouldn't matter.
But you
at
haven't
all.
said that. That's not your stance on the Aztecs. It hasn't been. Paul, am I right here? Like,
the
he's
Aztecs,
used
Aztecs,
the weight of
the. I have said that it absolutely does impact.
Right.
The
That's all
decision.
I'm saying. is
I
that it
shouldn't.
does.
I think
The Aztecs shouldn't have gotten in the NCAA tournament last year. I'll just say it. They
You're-
shouldn't
you're
have got
both
in,
right.
and they
Right.
got in
I'm saying it does happen.
on some reputation last year.
I'm saying
and they
that
shouldn't
happens.
have got in.
It
Of
shouldn't-
course it does. It shouldn't.
it's natural for fans, commentators, people like us. Like it's natural to have rollover. But I
Yes.
don't know that the committee should be thinking that way.
But they do.
But they
they
do.
They do.
absolutely
Everyone does.
do.
It's human nature. I totally get it.
The committee, as far as the committee's concerned, the season starts on this date. It
Right.
ends on the it's only that window.
Of
It
course.
does,
To be
nothing
fair,
happened last
You're
year.
right. Notre Dame got to the national championship. They also got into the playoffs several years where they got absolutely bodied and
Sure.
looked like they had no business being there.
Absolutely.
Should we not think about those then?
The ones
you
from
only want to think about last year's.
the
and not
ones from 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Why
it's
would
all
that
part-
matter?
Why does last year matter? It's
See, I hate,
mostly new
like,
players.
History
I mean,
in sports.
No, it's not. They returned a buttload of guys, including a Heisman Trophy candidate.
I always think the history and trends in sports are always weird. Like, do they really matter or do they not? Like when you're you read a little blurb on a game or whatever, and they're like, hey, the Rams since 2017
Right.
are 60 and
Totally
10
different
on
teams
these, you know,
every
or
year.
whatever. And I'm like, what is that? How does
Right.
that really matter today? What the 2018 team
Jerry
did?
Right.
Coleman always used to say it. I thought best. He said, that was then. This is now.
I agree.
It's totally different.
If Miami doesn't have a Notre Dame problem, they have an ACC problem. They should have beaten the 2 turds. Then they wouldn't have any issues whatsoever. If you had beaten those unranked turds, then you would be fine. Like you're nothing to complain about. If you want to put believe me, I'm saying Miami should
Notre
be in.
Dame has 2 great losses, Miami and Texas
That's
A&M.
it.
They just don't have the
They don't have the wins, but
that-
the wins that they do have been massively impressive.
they've been easy. I mean, they've destroyed
teams.
They destroyed
Right.
Boise State.
So-
they destroyed NC State.
They're
Beat
destroying
USC by
teams.
10.
Yeah. That was a
they
ranked
destroyed
win.
Pitt, and that was a ranked win.
Yep.
I mean, yes, they've won impressive. And then Syracuse last week is not good, but they won 70-7.
Right. So what's your beef?
I don't have a beef.
It sounds like you have a beef.
Some people's beef is that Miami beat Notre Dame.
And that's absolutely.
And that should weigh
in
more heavily than anything else is what
absolutely in week 1. But that Notre Dame win is also the only thing holding Miami where they are after 2 turds. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal that they played head to head and they won on a last second field goal. Like, it's 2 good losses. And it happens in basketball all the time. Hey, we lost, but good loss. You know, for the Irish, I don't know how you look at them and say they're not one of the top 10 teams in football.
Ultimately, I think they are. So I kind of agree with you, and I'm playing a little bit of the devil's advocate here.
You just trying
for
to
the
get me worked
Miami
up.
fans, for Jesse Agler. For the Miami fans out there, I'm just giving their argument.
I wonder if Jesse cares. Does he follow Miami football?
You always care a little bit about your alma mater, right?
Paulie, what do you feel about the Aztecs football team?
You want them to win.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He couldn't.
I don't want them to lose.
Right, but
I just don't. I don't really care.
Exactly. So I wonder if Jesse is a big Miami football guy. He's in London right now, or I would text him and find out. You got me so pissed off that now I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, let's talk about this story. Yesterday, I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I see this guy go, "Oh man, it was a story," and it said head football coach missing, and I went, "Oh no!" And this guy had tweeted, "Hey, prayers up, coach." 5 minutes later, actually, he's wanted for pedophilia. So I'm going to rescind those prayers right now. Virginia.
He's not so much missing. He's
on the
hiding.
run.
He's on the lam.
This is insane. A Virginia high school football coach. He disappeared days before his undefeated team's playoff game is being sought on charges of possessing child sexual abuse material and using a computer to solicit a minor. 46-year-old Travis Turner of Appalachia, Virginia, is wanted on warrants obtained Monday for 5 counts of each charge, adding that additional charges are pending as an investigation continues. He's on the run right now. They have used drones, dogs, and rescue teams looking for this head coach who is on the run. I guess was tipped off or found out cops were coming to his house and split. He's out. Undefeated
you think
team.
They will be spotting out at his game, like his team's game, without him to see if he's like secretly.
There's
wanting to watch
no
his
way
team.
you return to the scene to watch your team
in disguise or anything.
He's fighting for his life if he's still alive.
Who's this new coach on the sideline with the big mustache?
Yeah, the big fake beard. I don't know that we should be making jokes about children sexual.
Quickly, a little do this because
but-
Darren Smith is going to join us at the bottom of the hour. We just found out. Do this.
DD mega doo doo.
Don't
Sorry,
know if
I'm
you stayed up all the way.
Communicating with Darren behind the scenes in one ear, and you're asking.
And this is a do this that I think will probably drive 87% of people crazy. 13% of people will like it, but you'll be among the 13%.
I think it's only going to be like 6 or 7% of people.
6 or 7.
6, 7.
So you didn't. I assume you didn't make it all the way to the
No,
end
I
of the
did not. But
Aztecs game
Paulie
last
showed
night.
me this last
All right,
night.
so after the game, they're interviewing Reese Dixon Waters after the win over Oregon, but all of his teammates have come around for the TNT interview, and you'll hear the announcer who's doing the interview. Is it Lauren Jabara? I think.
Yeah.
She mentions to the team, "You guys shot 67% of the field," and you'll kind of hear them react.
You hear
but their eyes all light up instantly, and then they start doing the 6, 7 here. So here's what it sounded like.
Grit. It's usually on the defensive side. Yeah, we saw that. But offensively, you guys shot 67%. How are you able to break down Oregon?
6, 7.
It's so good.
It's so good. How do people get mad at this?
Players.
Yesterday, they're wrapping up Bo's baseball camp, and the coach goes up and he's got them on the lines, and he goes, "All right, guys, tomorrow is last day. We've got some awards to give out. Probably 6 awards, not 7." And the whole camp goes 6, 7. I love it. It's inclusive. All the kids do
every
it.
video of like a college game or a high school
Yeah.
game. It's usually free throws. team's at 66.
Yep.
And when that shot goes in, every kid loses their
I love it.
mind.
I think it's
I've
fantastic.
never seen a movement like this on social media. Like every kid in America loses their mind.
Remember, kids used to eat Tide Pods. We've come a long,
This is way
long
better than
way.
that. Way
Yeah, it's
better
way
than
better.
that.
This is so
And
cute.
it makes 5-year-olds happy,
Yep.
and it makes 21-year-old college
Their
basketball
faces-
players equally happy.
The faces, you might as well have told them, we're giving you guys each 50 grand cash. They were like, oh, 6-7. It was so good.
Which,
really
you know,
cool.
it's the players' era, so they probably were giving them each $50,000.
Yeah, they
cash
probably
as
were.
well,
It was great.
but it was
great.
pretty fun. And that is Don't and Do This for a Wednesday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
Can't miss out on our buddy Darren Smith. He is going to join us from his Thanksgiving travels. More SDFC talk. We can react to the Padres coaching news as well. But as promised, it is time to give away some Guns N' Roses tickets. Start dialing now. Fifth caller at 833-288-0973 is going to win a pair of tickets to see Guns N' Roses at Snapdragon Stadium on September 2nd. You can go to Ticketmaster.com to get your own tickets, but call now to win them. Fifth caller, 833-288-0973. Guns N' Roses, Snapdragon Stadium, September 2nd. I mean, that'll be late in the next baseball/MLS season by then.
Yeah. Is the Snap even open?
I know.
I mean, holy
We're
cow.
going to have to replace the field after that concert again.
Man. Yeah, Flea will be there.
We'll come back from D. Smith on his travels coming up next on San Diego's number one sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? This spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Kind of a busy sports holiday weekend coming up.
Beyond, man. Beyond.
Certainly get the regular, the Thanksgiving football games, NFL, et cetera, et cetera.
College football.
But college football, the Aztecs are playing on Friday afternoon when they host the Mountain West Championship game. You've got the San Diego Sockers open their season, as our friend Craig told us on Friday as well.
Seals on the road.
You got the Seals home or road opener, first game of the season. Their home opener isn't for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
but
they
are playing in
Ottawa.
That sounds right.
Is that right? I got to tell you, I retired from the PA this year, and I was looking at my email yesterday, and I saw the email come across from Scott Yaffe, and it was like Seals to open the season, and I'm like, whew, it hit me a little bit. That I'm not going to be doing it.
And if everything works out, we talked about it yesterday. Paulie had heard that San Diego State might move their game, the Mountain West Championship game, to Petco Park if MLS Cup was going to be at Snapdragon Stadium, which is still possible. That was confirmed yesterday. Jeff Sanders in the UT had the story. Petco Park, the Padres have offered to host the Mountain West Championship game on December 5th if it's San Diego State's right to host it, and that would open up the 6th for Snapdragon Stadium. Now, a lot needs to happen before then. We can talk about all the what's and whys with Darren Smith, who's standing by. Will join us right after traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Going to see some activity along northbound 125 before the King Freeway. Emergency crews got the 2 right lanes blocked for a fatal collision. Southbound 805 near Orange Avenue got a collision involving a couple vehicles, got the slow lane blocked, and getting reports of a possible brush or encampment fire south 805 right past Nobel, some smoke visible from the right shoulder. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danek with Ben and Wood, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
And joining us right now on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline from, where is he joining us
Tennessee,
from?
right?
Tennessee? The volunteer state?
Oh, look at you. Where are you?
Yeah, look at me. I'm in my mother-in-law's kitchen in Loudon, Tennessee. So this is probably a first for the Ben and Wood show. Loudon, Tennessee, just outside of Knoxville.
I believe you're right. I've never been to Knoxville. I've been to Memphis. I've been to Nashville. I like Tennessee.
Nashville Airport. That's it. And didn't leave the airport.
I have many relatives from the hills of Tennessee, as my papa used to say.
There are a lot of hills when you fly over. So this was my first time. Usually what we do is we fly into Nashville because it's a straight shot from San Diego. You can get a Southwest flight right into Nashville. And we rent a car and we drive the 2 hours to Knoxville because it's a little trickier to get here. The airport's a little bit smaller, so you have to connect, which is what I had to do yesterday through Denver. Little tricky holiday travel, but beautiful flying in. Beautiful. Lots of, still lots of green and hills and rivers and dirt and all sorts of stuff. So we will be flying back from Nashville. This trip was impacted a little bit by SDFC's success. So normally what we try to do is we'll schedule a little bit of extra time in Nashville so that we can go enjoy some of the sights, the sounds, the eats, the drinks of such a fun city. But yeah, Knoxville's fun. Darren Ballsy, remember Darren Ballsy?
Oh yeah,
he lives around here someplace. Yeah.
Now, are you how southern is your wife and her family? Like, is this going to? Because I've done some southern Thanksgivings.
Like, are they just from Tennessee, or are they from
Tennessee? Like, is there a jug of moonshine there? Is what I want to know.
I don't think so. Is there a jug of moonshine around here? I don't think so. Well, I would say not in their house, but I would say somewhere along
in the vicinity. Yes, in the vicinity.
No doubt about it. Yeah. Well, they are not from here. So my wife grew up in Alaska. So my father-in-law is like a real man's man. Yeah. Yeah, he's a guy. He worked on the pipeline, so you can imagine. Oh my God! Yeah, exactly. And now he's got this nerdy sportscaster son-in-law. So you could imagine what that dynamic is like around the house. But they were in Alaska, and then get this, then they moved to Arizona. So from one extreme to the other. So my wife went to high school in Arizona. She went to grad school in San Diego, which is where I met her. How I met her, I should say. And then her parents retired here to Tennessee, so they had some family in the area. So they are not from here. So they are not southern like that. So I don't have to worry. I have a safe space as long as I'm in their house. But man, it's a different place.
Don't go to Walmart, dude. Do not go to Walmart, Darren. Do not go to Walmart.
I have to throw this in.
There are some signs. There are some clothing. They do not. Pedestrians, not really a thing here. So you have to be careful if you're trying to get a little bit of exercise and go for a walk. I've seen some Donald Trump. There's a Donald Trump outlet store here.
Oh,
which
nice.
is interesting. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen that before. I suppose that would appeal to some people, but I've never seen like a huge sign. Lots of roadkill. This is like an inordinate amount of roadkill here in the state of Tennessee. I've never seen more dead deer in my life. So it's just a different world. It's good to get out and explore a little bit, I suppose.
I just want to throw in, because I don't think I've ever shared this. I have an Alaskan uncle. My dad's sister's husband, Frank, they live in Alaska. I've only visited them once, but there's something about those Alaskan guys. He built like his own log cabin with like no tools, just his two hands, and lifting the logs over his shoulders, and built an entire cabin. I don't have that gene.
He's like, how's the sportscasting business there? Big P word. How's that going?
I'm like, hey, I came in here like, hey, do you know where your router is? Because I might have to stream a couple of shows.
He's like, excuse me, I will be killing our turkey by hand. So gonna need your help.
You're not coming on the annual hunt. No, I'm not. But he's, phenomenal human being. Love him to death. He's the absolute best. So, but again, he's it's travel, holidays, so always tons of fun.
By the way, biggest Vols Vanderbilt game ever on Saturday.
Huge.
Both top 20. Usually Vandy's not that good, but that's probably got people excited.
You'll be back.
100%.
You'll be back here.
It's interesting. I know my background is blurred out, but right behind me, over my shoulder, is the Tennessee River. So, I don't know how many miles it is to Knoxville's to the stadium itself. Like I said, we're a little bit outside, but they have this thing called the Vol Navy. And what you'll see all of these boats from all of these outlying cities here in just outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. The day, like in the days leading up to the big Tennessee Volunteers game, they will just gather, and one boat will start at some point. It'll pick up another boat, and you'll just see this flotilla of 10, 15, 20 boats, depending on how big the game is. And we try to stay for that normally. We try to stay. If it's going to be in Nashville, we'll go to we'll be there for the Vanderbilt. But, getting back for the Western Conference final, obviously, is the priority. I said the travel's been a little bit impacted, but it's actually a really cool thing. I mean, it's again, talking about how different it is. We live in the world of NIL. Obviously, it is normal to be watching television here and see the star quarterback from Tennessee.
Yes.
Hey, I'm advertising for a local car dealership.
Yeah. So good.
Everything is about the Tennessee Volunteers. Everything in Knoxville is it is quintessential college town, big time college football USA. And there's something I really love about that, that the whole city revolves around the University of Tennessee and its football program. You see the head coach on a million commercials. You see them advertising the weekly show. You see the players on television, and you're like, wow, this is a lot. I know we're all getting NIL now in every university, but it's taking it to another level here.
All right, Darren, since you mentioned the game, we just had Tyler Heaps on. Just another impressive member of the SDFC family. Was just a pleasure to talk to him. Your reaction to the game, you kind of called it exactly how it was going to play out. It kind of went Minnesota's way for much of the game, and I was getting real nervous. What were you kind of thinking as that game developed?
Yeah, I was getting real nervous also. Woodsy sent me a text. He said, breathe. And he was right. Because the game was really, it was on the edge the entire time. And it just felt like it was going to be one of those games you could tell one goal was going to decide it, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, God, I hope this doesn't come down to a mistake. I hope this doesn't come down to one player slipping, the turf not great. Somebody bobbles a ball, makes an error in a big situation. I hope it doesn't come down to that. And I'm glad it did not. I'm glad. I mean, listen, I'd take it if it was to benefit SDFC. But, I also think, just the margins were so slim. It was all the little plays, right? And I'm sure Tyler mentioned this. It was Ian Pilcher, first round draft pick, sliding in and clearing that ball off the line. It was Corey Baird not giving up on a ball that looked like it was going to go over the goal line when you can clearly see the two Minnesota players started to pull up a little bit. It was Anders Dreyer realizing he had just a little bit of space for the first time in the game and saying, I'm just going to leather this thing, try to burn a hole right through Dane St. Clair, the goalkeeper of the year. It was Marcus Ingvartson coming in late and kicking that ball away. There was a ball that was just kind of floating in the 18-yard box and all those little things, I keep thinking, if this was a game that was played in June, I don't know that you would hold it up and say to people, this is why so many people love the sport. But because this game was played at the level it was played at, because the game was played like in a do or die situation, all of those little things, they mattered so much. And they, that was the difference. And it could have gone either direction, but it just was a fantastic night. You could feel the tension in the building. And, what a credit to Tyler, to Mikey, to all of these players. I mean, you're starting guys on the back line who are first round draft picks and a teenager and a backup goalkeeper. And here you are in the Western Conference final, 90 minutes away potentially from Lionel Messi in the MLS Cup final.
And Pablo Cisniega as well. I mean, coming in, throwing up the clean sheet, and then stumbling, falling over the bad turf, the slippery turf. And somehow diving and making that save was unbelievable. There were so many moments, and they played well. We talked about it yesterday. You have to give so much credit to Minnesota's defense, because I don't know in all the soccer matches that I've watched this season, I don't know that I saw more trouble trying to just crack through, just to find a little seam, a little crease. It was so frustrating to watch, but they didn't quit, man. They kept like playing their game, pounding it, getting it in, trying to get looks. One shot on goal all night and it goes in. I mean, it was an astounding effort against a really good team.
Really good team, and a team that knows what it wants to do, and a team that is so drilled in how it is that it wants to play. You know, at one point I turned to Adrian Garcia Marquez and I said to him, "Hey, I'm not trying to hang you out to dry here. I just don't have anything to add." You know, like there's nothing to say because there's just no lanes to get through. There's no opportunity to make runs. But, you know, it's interesting, even on the goal, and you know, I've only seen the highlights, but I remember this, and I will always remember this. You know, Jeppe Tverskov has the ball at his feet, and, you know, up a couple yards ahead of him, Corey Baird and Ian Pilcher, and he's motioning to these guys like, "Hey, like you gotta, you know, somebody's got to move here." It's the 72nd minutes when the goal is scored, and he's frustrated. And I've tucked it away because I was going to say next stoppage of play, I was going to say to Adrian, you can see now SDFC's showing and expressing their frustration, and Jeppe's just like, he's telling these guys to make a run, and so then he just, you know, he scoops the ball up and lofts it over everybody. And he forces Corey Baird to go track this down. And Corey, you know, his momentum is going over the goal line and he backheels it somehow. It defies physics and gravity. And, you know, like it was just, you know, that kind of moment, like you said, like just keep doing it. Like you gotta, you know, we're at that point of the match where Corey's probably thinking, I'm coming out here momentarily. You can see players are warming up. You can see they're starting to make their way into the area where they're going to check in. And you know, that like it's just such an interesting moment, like, because that expressed the frustration, but it was still Jeppe, like, you got to do something. We have to do something. We have to try to make something happen here. And of course, it was the captain that just lobs that ball in there. And it was Corey who just didn't give it up on it and somehow, you know, put it in a position where you could take the only shot on target for the game. That was the only shot on target for the entire game. You know, that's the fourth game of its kind, and this is the first time that SDFC wins in one of those games. Normally we see teams come in here, they just prevent SDFC from taking shots on target, and I think they had 3 draws in the 3 games like that previously. So to break through was just massive, man, and the celebration afterwards and the fans and just the environment on a Monday night, you know, there's something there about that too, I think. You know, it just was really special, and I mean, by the time I landed here, the game was sold out. So, you know, I mean, how amazing is that this Western Conference Finals already sold out against Vancouver?
When you had nothing to add on the broadcast, I hope Adrian dropped he's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks, on you. But,
okay, like, what am I supposed to say? I don't, you know, these guys aren't, there's nowhere to go.
It's all right. I do it to Ben all the time. Yeah. I'm like, I got nothing. Go ahead.
So before you go, you called it exactly really how that game was going to play out. Obviously, you never know who's going to win. Do the same thing now for Vancouver on Saturday as fans. What are we supposed to watch for? How is this game expected to play out on Saturday night?
Little more open. These are not the contrasting styles that we saw against Minnesota. 2 teams, both of them want the ball. Both of them do want possession. You know, Vancouver's a different team than the team that SDFC seen twice. They added in a real ringer, a player towards the end of his career, a German player named Thomas Muller. Difference maker, but you know, they also had to go through it against LAFC. You know, they played extra time, so they played 30 extra minutes and a penalty shootout. Lost a key player due to suspension, picked up a red card. Tristan Blackman, one of the defenders of the year. Another player got injured. I haven't seen an official report on him, so they might be a little bit shorthanded. I think it's going to be a little more open. I think we'll see a couple of goals here. I mean, we've come this far. I think it's going to be another nail biter. I think it's going to come down to doing those little things, and SDFC, at least, you know, having not spent a ton of time yet preparing for Vancouver. I just love the way, you know, they are willing, all hands on deck, willing to do what it takes. And you know, I think it'll be a couple of more goals, like 3-2, somewhere in that range. So, you know, they're really good. These are the top 2 teams in the Western Conference. It's number 1 and number 2. They were level on points, 63 apiece. SDFC, you know, figured out a way to win and draw against them, which is why they got the tiebreaker. That's the difference, because they were better head-to-head during the regular season. So it'll be a massive night in San Diego at 6:00 on Saturday night for sure.
And then one last thing, because I've seen the question asked and I saw it suggested by an MLS analyst yesterday. Will Mikey Varas start Chucky Lozano with the fresher legs on the shorter turnaround because he didn't play that much and try to use that to his advantage? Or do you go with what's working and stick with Amal Pellegrino, the line that you had on front, and just bring in, Chucky in reserve as you've been doing the last couple games?
I think Amal Pellegrino's the starter right now.
Yep.
So from that standpoint, I don't think Mikey is somebody who's just going to change. Now, I'm not speaking for him. The schedule this week means I didn't get a chance to chat with him, but as far as it sounds to me, it sounds like Amal Pellegrino is the starter. And it's not a bad thing. Chucky scored 20 career goals or so coming off the bench. And it's nice to have, especially when at the end of 90 minutes, if you're still level, if you're still tied, you have 30 more minutes to go. So it's a nice luxury to have Chucky coming off the bench. But my opinion today is that Amal Pellegrino is the starter at left wing.
Darren, enjoy the rest of your trip. Safe flight back, and good luck to SDFC on Saturday.
You got it. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you
buddy.
Guys, all the tier ones as well.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And Ken Cornett is waving, so he is saying happy Thanksgiving.
Excellent. Tell him that someday you'll be a real man. It's fine. It happens. Yeah.
So, someday, Ken, I'll be the real son-in-law that you wanted.
Go help him hang like a deer head or something in the house.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, we'll see what sort of projects we have.
Pick one up off the road.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill it yourself.
Yeah, I got to go chop some wood so we can get to dinner tonight.
Perfect. Thank you, buddy.
Darren Smith on our David P. Shapiro fan hotline. David P. Shapiro, criminal defense attorneys helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. We will come back. More fun with, I must say, I was touched by your kids last night. Very surprising.
That's the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
Whoa.
I didn't see your kids.
Whoa.
I was emotionally touched by your children.
Thank you.
Thank you. For the Segway master, that's the worst tease I've ever heard in my life.
As bad of a segue as exists. Okay?
Coming up next on 97.3 The Fan.
Halfway home on a Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve, here on Ben and Woods, 97.3 the Fan. I know Thanksgiving Eve's not really a thing, but it kind of is in our house. We were telling you guys earlier about the tradition we have. So looking forward to that, getting some food, a full meal, watching planes, trains, and automobiles, spending time together as a family. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl, executive producer. Ben Higgins, your friendly neighborhood sports anchor, joins us as well.
Technically, every day is an eve of something.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like Friday Eve, Wednesday, whatever it is. But Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hope you guys have somewhere to go, some good food, some good people to be around. I know it's not always the easiest day for a lot of people, so my heart is with you. I know some people don't get along with their family, and it makes it difficult for you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you just suck it up. I'm not, because there's been times I haven't sucked it up. Do what you need to do to protect yourself is my only advice.
There's one member of your family that I have had trouble getting along with.
That's true.
The last couple of years, but I feel like
the tide's turning.
The ice is thawing.
This is wild. So yesterday, my youngest had music class. And I had my, appointment. And if you don't know what appointment I'm talking about, go back and listen at 6 a.m.
Don't know what else to tell you.
So I texted my wife and I said, where are you guys? She said, well, we're leaving School of Rock. And I said, well, let's meet for dinner. And she said, great. So we go to our beloved Sushi Lounge. We always go to Sushi Lounge. Sit down, get our normal stuff, have a great, fun family meal. As we're at dinner, Taylor, my youngest, goes, Dad, can we watch Ben on the news again tonight? And I go, absolutely. Absolutely, we can watch Ben on the news.
Like unprompted. You weren't talking about me.
Weren't talking about you. He just brought it up.
He's just been thinking about me.
Yes.
And wanted to watch me because you guys watched me on
the night
Monday
before.
Night. So he thought, let's do it
again.
Watch him again.
So honestly, we left. I paid the bill. We left. Got home. It was play a little baseball in the living room. Then it was let's get showered, scrubbed, the whole bit. Let's get into bed. I had forgotten to that point, and he didn't bring it up again. So the kids get up in the bed. The four of us are laying in bed. And my wife has this red light. I'm sure you saw it in the video. She has a red light in our room. So it's very cool, like calm. And it's this red hue. And Bo curls up next to me and he goes,
red light district.
It's the red light district, my house. He goes, Dad, I'm scrolling through the thing, the guide. And Bo goes, Dad, can we watch Ben? And I go, yes, I forgot. Absolutely. So I put on Channel 10.
ABC 10 News at 6 p.m., I believe.
And there's my guy, Ben Higgins, and he's ripping through his stories. And then he turns it over to weather, Megan Perry. And Megan is doing the weather. And she says something, and immediately the light bulb in my head goes, bing. Here's what she said.
This is on Sunday. Then this is the one that could bring us a chance for rain. It's called an inside slider. So it's actually going past.
So the minute she said it, I could not see my partner's face. He was on the desk. The second it left her mouth, I go, oh, look what's happening. I knew exactly.
You think you know me so well.
Totally.
What do you think is going through my head at that point?
I know
exactly. It's a weather term of a storm that comes down the inland part of California, not from the coast like most of our storms, comes down the inland part of California, could hit us with some rain.
The inside slider. And I went, he is giddy right now because he's going to have a little banter that he's got to get through. And I said, I know exactly what he's going to do. Comes from men. We've spent more time together than we spend with our our wives. Yes.
The fact that you were able to spot
immediately. I knew
you
it. I knew it
as well as you think. You don't know me that well.
So now it's over and it's time to banter. And I sit back with my hands behind my head and I go,
whatever.
Just wait.
Whatever.
Here we go.
Whatever. So really nice for the holiday. Hopefully you're not I bought my daughter's outfits like months ago and they're like really warm sweaters. So
yep.
We're gonna turn the AC on.
You said an inside slider. It sounds like something Manny Machado would pull down the line for a 3-run homer.
Yes! Of course it does to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Oh. I want you to listen to it again.
Okay, fine. You were 100% right.
Fine.
Exactly. You were 100% right. As soon as she said inside
you
slider,
were like,
my brain just went click, click. It just clicked right there. It's just totally, you're right.
Now,
absolutely.
Turn the AC on.
You said an inside slider. It sounds like something Manny Machado would pull down the line for a 3-run homer at Petco Park.
It was like clockwork, as M.M. McKee says. But the best part was Megan Perry is on a little riff here, talking about how she already bought sweaters for her kids, and it's going to be 75 degrees. You got to put the AC on. I'm watching Ben like this, staring at her going, I don't hear a word you're saying. Wrap it the F up. I've got a killer line. If you would shut your pie hole, I could deliver it. If you'd shut up, I could deliver the line. Please shut up.
Oh, you had to
Please
buy
shut
your
up.
daughter some more dresses. Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's
like,
looking.
I don't care.
Watch him. Watch her. He's looking at her going, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. So he can drop this.
My mind is a little more polite than your mind, but yes, you were 100% accurate.
Also 100% right.
It's also
chance
100%.
of rain. So really nice for the holiday. Hopefully you're not I bought my daughter's
Shut up.
outfits.
I don't care.
One
No one cares.
second.
Shut up. Shut up. Sure.
Yeah.
Marla, just hurry up.
Turn the AC on.
You said an inside slider. It sounds like something Manny Machado would pull down the line for a 3-run homer.
There you go.
Like you didn't hear a single
Not a
word
word
she
said.
said.
This is the first time he's heard it.
Something about clothing. I heard something about clothing.
In your
That's what I
brain,
got.
your internal monologue
sure.
is as soon as she stops talking,
Please shut up. Please shut up. Please shut up.
Come on. Shut up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, man, you said inside slider.
So it doesn't end there because my kids start dying laughing. They start dying laughing at Ben. They're like, yes,
I want to be mad, but
you can't be.
You're just 100% accurate, and I can't deny it.
So my kids start, well, much like their dad, mocking him. So I get the phone out and I start recording them. They were laughing. You brought us so much delight. Listen to this.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh, you got Paul's trying to get it.
1 sec. I'll pull it up here for everybody.
It is
somewhere.
They start immediately as soon as you said it. Bo goes, an inside slider, and I'm like, stop.
Here we go.
So the middle channel for that lad. Do it to me now.
Do it to me now. Okay, here you go.
Taylor.
Middle channel go pull down the line. Put on the line. Back down the line too. My name's Taylor Perk Woods.
Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me.
So we're sitting there and I am in tears. And I'm like, so I texted it to Ben. He goes, that's very sweet. And I go, no, you have 3 Woods boys mocking you right now. And I go, I'm sorry. And it was.
They thought I was smooth.
They did. They thought you were smooth.
I was smooth.
It was so much fun. So now you're anchoring again tonight.
I am.
They're going to want to watch again. Like you're their favorite thing to watch. They get such a kick out of dad's partner on TV dropping these news bombs.
Well, the news isn't always, appropriate for children.
I know there were a couple stories in there that I was worried about. There's the sexual assaulter out on the run right
yesterday, of course. I had the Epstein files story, which made a lot of fun of. And then we had
then the last story of the day.
Yes,
as I put the kids to bed, I walked in.
Oh, Jesus.
And I walked right into our pal Ben.
Now I gotta switch over to that one.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is your last story.
This is
almost done.
This is Factor
Fiction,
which is our last story in our 7:00 news. It's always something that's usually viral, but some things are fake and some things are real, and you kind of can decide between the two.
Sure.
Tonight, we're looking into a story you may have seen. It claims a politician named Adolf Hitler is set to win an election in his home country in southwestern Africa. It's true. Adolf Hitler Unona is poised to win re-election in a local election in Namibia. He was elected the first time 5 years ago with 85% of the vote. In an interview in 2020, he said his father probably didn't understand what Adolf Hitler stood for.
Right.
Unona says he didn't even understand what a horrible man Hitler was until he started growing up. He insists he won't change his name, but in public, he just calls himself Adolf and omits the last name.
Right.
Now, Namibia is a former German colony, and traditional names such as Adolf are not uncommon there. If you'd like to submit...
He's like,
that's fiction. Hey, before you get mad at me, this is totally normal over there.
There's so many Adolf Hitlers over there.
Well, the funny thing is that was the 5th time, because we record that, and that was the 5th time, because I got to go to the chroma key, the green screen to do that story. So we do it early, and we recorded. I had to record it 5 times because
You're kidding.
We first thought the country was called Nambia. It's not. It's Namibia.
Oh, I thought it was Nambia.
And then we had the graphic misspelled Adolf with a PH and not an F. So then we had to redo it again.
A politician named Adolf Hitler.
So I just walked back in and I go, what did he just say?
Adolf Hitler.
So I said that to Paulie.
I died.
Just
died.
I clicked it to where he just
Adolf Hitler.
He just says Adolf Hitler. Like, my God.
So you're allowed to take me out of context on this show. I don't know that I can allow you to take me out of context on the news.
Here's the worst.
Adolf Hitler.
Or echo and
Did you
repeat
put
me
a
either,
fade-
Paulie.
a fade on it. Do it again.
Adolf Hitler.
So here's the thing that pisses me off. I'm mad at myself. I watched 2 nights. I've got pure gold. I've got a bucket full of gold bullion. And I'm like, why haven't I been watching this every night for 8 years? He would have killed me by then. He would have absolutely killed me by then. But you did.
Oh,
You're doing
man.
such a great
Thank
job
you.
as an anchor. You really knock it out of the park. You look good.
Down the line. Like
Down,
Manny
down
Machado.
down the line like Manny Machado. I learned that too from you yesterday, Namibia, because I thought, oh, he just booted that. It's Nambia.
No, it's
so I went and looked
Namibia.
it up. Namibia. That's what it is. Namibia. But oh,
What? A as in
Adolf Hitler.
No, we don't need we don't need a new alphabet, Paulie.
J is in Jeffrey Epstein. Just
Come on.
Imagine being Paulie and he just opens his phone. It's just Ben going Adolf Hitler.
A as in
Adolf Hitler.
well, 25 to go. 1 down, 25 letters to go.
I did abs yesterday. I'm gonna throw up right now. My stomach hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts, dude. The all of it is elite. It's just elite content. And Paulie, we have really, really soiled the bed. We could, and this could have been years of this stuff.
Well, I don't anchor every night, so
That's
you're not.
true.
I mean, sometimes I'm just on for a few seconds for sports. But
N as in Night Stalker.
Think about
T as in Ted Bundy. Just all,
J as in Jeffrey Epstein.
just all killers.
if you and I were supportive friends and
Yeah.
watched Ben nightly for the whole time we've known him,
Yeah.
we would have so much more out of context material because he's
Thousands.
reading the news.
Yeah,
also
it's the
be
news.
You'd be
sucks.
more worldly people that know
That's
knows
true.
what's
They
going
know
on about everything
I
too.
mean, imagine like he did that story. Like there's all kinds of sex stuff we could clip out. I mean, we really have. We've dropped it's an untapped gold mine, as Steve
no, I
says.
say more awkward things on TV than I do
100%.
on radio by far.
Because you have to.
Because you have to. You have to when you're anchoring.
Has there
There's
ever
all
been a
kinds of-
story where you're like, I don't want to do this?
Oh, every night there's stories that
you read and you go,
yeah.
oh God, I'm gonna have to talk about this.
Yeah.
That was the Hitler one.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, and the
Absolutely.
worst is you had to do
I
it
look
5
at this,
times.
I open the scripts. It's the first thing I see. It's like, oh, great. Okay.
Adolf Hitler.
First thing I see. It's just like afternoon, log in at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, oh, first script. Oh,
Very cool.
Adolf
All
Hitler.
right,
There
we got
we
an
go.
Adolf
All right.
Hitler story.
Good
But
start.
this is actually a good Adolf Hitler story,
Right.
guys.
This is a well-liked,
Very
a
cool.
well-respected, beloved Adolf Hitler in Namibia.
Adolf
He
Hitler.
got 85% of the vote. They love him. They love Adolf Hitler in Namibia.
This is unbelievable.
That's his name.
Yeah.
It's not his fault that that was his name.
Hitler. Happy birthday, Alejandro. He's in the chat. Says it's his birthday today. Well, there's a nice little gift for you. just Ben saying Adolf Hitler with a
I love
fade on it.
how that's our like only rule for don't do this. He's like the number one
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Never compare, never
When a coach is like, he was actually he put
If you-
together a good team.
Yeah,
You're like,
it's the
shut
one
up,
rule.
dude.
It's
If
the
you wanna go
automatic
popular as the Namibian politician
Yeah.
Adolf Hitler,
Adolf
you
Hitler.
can accurately say that now.
It's unbelievable, dude. Yeah, now there's a different Adolf Hitler,
Totally
I
different.
guess, who just, by the way, is like, I'm not changing my name.
It seems like that's an easy call.
Like the easiest.
I know,
one.
Dad, you named him, but I got to go with a different name. I mean,
So Burns says, my daughter recognizes Ben because of the Ben and Woods YouTube stream. We're watching Dancing with the Stars last night. They cut to the late news preview and she pointed, so I turned it up. Ben, homicide at 11.
83-year-old woman in Oceanside murder. It's just awful stories.
It's terrible.
It's awful stories.
That is so
Awful.
gnarly. So gnarly. Well, you're a gem.
Wow.
My kids love you now. You're a celebrity in our home.
Thank you.
You've done great.
All right.
I
Last
like
chance.
that tie last night, too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I went with the darker shirt,
Yeah.
lighter tie combo, a little
liked
different than usual, just to test it out, how it would work. You
Is
liked
that
it?
an old suit or a new suit?
They're all old.
They're all old.
They're all old.
Okay. Like you're from the old days. From
I probably need a couple new jackets
from
at
the
some point.
portly
If
days?
I'm gonna keep. No, these were ones that I kept from before I got
you got portly.
that I lost the weight to get back into.
Were you squeezed into those when you were portly?
I couldn't squeeze into that one. That one
You're
was
wearing it
much too
again.
small, but now I'm wearing it again.
Look at
So,
you.
know, everything old is new again.
Or you can just buy new stuff.
I
That's
could,
not
but
70
that would
years
cost
old.
money.
Yeah.
So don't do that.
Sport jackets, huh?
Right.
Is that something you're interested
Yes,
in?
yes, it
Okay.
is. How
What's
about
your
that?
size?
That's a good question. I think 48 long, but
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know.
Got that?
Got it.
All right, last chance this month to qualify for our trip to Las Vegas and the Sammy Hagar tickets. Take on Woods is coming up next. If you'd like to be our contestant, call in now, 833-288-0973. Play our game coming up next year with Ben and Woods after traffic on 97.3 The Fan. First, though, you've got the holidays coming up. You've got family. You've got conversations with family that you may want to have while they're there. I know it can be awkward, but Trust and Will is a really easy way to make these awkward and difficult conversations much, much easier about just making sure your family's taken care of after you're gone.
You know, we're all big boys and girls. We can have these conversations, and it's just important to, to make sure that everybody is dialed in. That's really what it's all about. And I've seen a lot of families ripped apart because of probate court and things like that. It takes forever. It's very expensive. It's not what you want your legacy to be when you go. So make sure that you are also locked in. Go to trustandwill.com. When you check out, use the code FAN, F-A-N. They'll give you 20% off your trust or will.
Here's a big one. You'll probably have a couple of those relatives that you're not huge fans of. If you don't name a guardian for your kids,
maybe
your
they
kids
get
might end up with those relatives you don't want because the court will decide who gets your kids. And that is something you want to make sure you get done. You can get it done with Trust and Will, one of the many things you can do. But again, use code FAN at checkout. Get 20% off your Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Is our trip to Las Vegas. Then Sammy Hagar, you can call in now quickly, 833-288-0973. You can battle Woods, but maybe you're afraid of Woodsy.
You're afraid of me.
Don't be afraid.
I lose
We
plenty.
have at least tie. You tie sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all you need to do to qualify for the grand prize drawing. We'll get to our game in a second. First, this holiday season, too many San Diegans will go hungry. Join 97.3 The Fan and support the San Diego Food Bank. Donate food directly online through our Odyssey San Diego Food Fund, where every donation helps feed local families. Go to 97.3thefan, sd.com/food fund, and give today. So Kay in our chat said that Mike Schilt is currently hosting something on MLB Network Radio right now. He's already jumped in
to the media?
To the media side. Didn't take long.
Oh, man.
Coming for our job soon.
Is he going to
Schilt and Sammy in the mornings?
Could you imagine? Holy cow. What boy? Wow. Like, is he just filling in or like?
Don't know.
Is this a new
I don't
gig?
know. I mean, I've heard he was a regular guest throughout the year, so he has a relationship with them. But maybe they've added.
I think he got hired as like an
to his
analyst.
role, like an
Yeah.
extra role for Mike Schilt.
There you go.
1 or 2 shows, appearances a week or something.
I'm gonna have an extra role tomorrow for sure, or 2.
Parker House, Hawaiian.
No,
What do we
Hawaiian.
go with? Hawaiian.
Yeah, always.
Roles are always.
Nobody wants to play me?
Yeah, we got some
Oh, okay.
contestants
All
on
right.
the line
Let's
now.
go
Let's get to it. It is time to take on Woods. Just randomly choosing someone. Scott looked like he was the first to call when I asked. Scott, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you ready to play some Take on Woods?
I'm here.
All right.
I am ready. Let's do it.
All right. He's enthusiastic as well. Here's how the game works. You'll have 5 questions of musical trivia. If you can beat or tie Woods, we'll have the same 5 questions. You will qualify for our grand prize trip to Las Vegas. It is 2 nights at the Park MGM and tickets to Dolby Live at the Park MGM to see Sammy Hagar on March 20th, plus a $100 gas card. You can get your own tickets for Sammy Hagar at Ticketmaster.com. By the way, Take on Woods brought to you by Bay Alarms, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you. We got these categories for you, Scott. You've got a bundle of joy. Those are all 2-second songs that include the word joy, songs and artists. We've got bands fit for a king, 5 bands who all have king somewhere in their name. And our new category is oldies. It is song titles that include the word old, not necessarily oldies, but a bundle of joy, bands fit for a king, or oldies. Scott, what would you like to play?
I'm going to go for the king.
Bands fit for a king. All right, so today we are looking for 5 bands who all have king somewhere in their name. I had to go a little deeper on this one. We'll see how you do. 60 seconds to answer as many as you can. If you don't know one, say pass. We'll come back to it if there's time left on the clock. First question is our 2-second song. Paulie will play a little music. You need to give me the song title and then the band that has king in it to score that point. Scott, you ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right, Paulie, you got our music queued up?
Yes.
All right, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. The category again, bands fit for a king. Scott, your time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck. Let's take on Woods.
That is pass.
3 brothers from the Follow-Will family, along with their cousin Jared, formed which Tennessee rock band known for hits including Use Somebody?
The Kingsley Brothers?
Incorrect. Which band is best known for their 1972 hit single, Dancing in the Moonlight?
Pass.
Which prolific Australian rock band with a rhyming 6-word name has twice released 5 separate albums in the same calendar year?
Jeez. Pass.
Which Spanish-language rumba and salsa band spent 40 weeks on the U.S. charts in 1987 with a self-titled album including songs like Bombaleo and Un Amor? Oh, no!
Thanks for trying, Scott.
Oh, no. Well, I don't need to give the answers. We'll give them at the end of the game and see how Woodsy does. Tough category today. Appreciate you calling in, Scott. All right. Woods, let's start all over.
Doesn't
60 seconds on the clock. Your time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck.
Why do you look so defeated? You look like you just...
Let's see how you do. Let's take on Scott.
Louie by the Kingsmen.
Correct. 3 brothers from
Game's over.
3 brothers from the Follow-Will family, along
Kings
with
of Leon.
Correct. Which band is best known for their 1972 hit single "Dancing in the Moonlight"?
Pass.
Which prolific Australian rock band with a rhyming 6-word name has twice released 5 separate albums in the same calendar year?
What? Oh, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Correct. Which Spanish-language rumba and salsa band spent 40 weeks on the U.S. charts in 1987 with a self-titled album including songs like Bombaleo and Un Amor?
King Taint.
Incorrect. Which band is best known for their 1972 hit single "Dancing in the Moonlight"?
King Orleans. King Creole.
King Harvest.
Damn it.
And Gypsy Kings. But you got the
Gypsy
other
Kings.
3. Obviously, Scott didn't get any today in the category bands fit for a king.
Very good.
Yeah, you won it as soon as you got Louie by the Kingsmen.
Mm-hmm.
Kings of Leon. You got that easily.
Right.
You did think yourself through King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yes.
Isn't that's incredible? I was reading about that. Twice they've released 5 albums, not songs, not singles, albums.
Yeah. Prolific.
In the same year.
Prolific.
10 albums
So, like,
in
how
2
many
years.
songs are on an album? Like
15,
8 or 10,
12,
12.
18.
And so 5 of those. So we're talking like
60
songs in
Yeah.
a year twice?
Some people love that. Some people hate that. They think the quality suffers, but I've listened to them. I like them. They're a good band. Some bands
I'm like
are
once
just
a year.
prolific, man.
I need like a new album once a year.
I have to have a new album every year, and my favorite bands don't. They're like, "We'll see you in 4 years. Enjoy this one." I'm like, we're working on new. Just Give me a record, man. I don't care what it sounds like. I'm in. You got me.
Well, I
hooked.
guess the converse is you want bands to wait until their songs feel like they're perfect. You don't want them just churning out. You know what? It's good enough. We worked 15 minutes on this one.
15 minutes.
All right, 30 minutes on this one. Let's release it.
The 9 years between records. And did you guys break up? No, we're still together. What are you doing? What is your job? What have you been doing?
Just touring.
No, wait, you're not even touring. Where have you been? You split. No, we didn't split.
We're together.
How?
In the studio?
This record better be good. I'll tell you that. And you wait 9 years and it comes out. You're like, oh, cool. It's Guns N' Roses Chinese Democracy. And it's 10 years old. It takes 15 years to make. Oh, it's so frustrating. But I'm with you, Paulie. A year, at least every 2. I got to have a new deal every 2.
All right, let's take a time out. We will come back, bottom of the hour. I want to go back to the Padres coaching hire because I got some different responses from Tier 1s yesterday about especially Steven Souza Jr., the new hitting coach. Talk some baseball when we come back with Bennett Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour 97 through the Fan brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. Saving shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. So I do want to bring out some of the comments that I got about the Padres coaching hires. We got to check traffic, so when we come back, a little bit on that. And if you didn't hear the news about our big trip to Chicago, we'll give you more details coming up next here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. Well, guys, looks like emergency crews are still on scene of this early morning fatal accident north on 125 before the King Freeway. Two right lanes are blocked. Also, westbound King Freeway near the 805, collision involving couple vehicles there over to the right shoulder. Yeah, travel experts, not that I consider myself one, but they're saying that if you are heading out today for the Thanksgiving weekend, your best bet would be to leave by 11 o'clock this morning. Right now, I can tell you that northbound 15, northbound 5 look good for you heading out of San Diego County, and eastbound 8 really not showing a whole lot going on between here and Imperial County. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben & Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
So, as we told you earlier in the week, Padres have reportedly hired Steven Souza Jr. as their new hitting coach. And, everyone wants to react to that news. We were kind of eagerly anticipating it. Woods, you built some of the anticipation yourself on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say right away, if someone tells you, oh, the Padres nailed this hire, they're being just wildly optimistic.
Yeah, or just don't trust them.
But if someone's also telling you, oh, the Padres are idiots, they don't know what they're doing, then they're just dooming for no reason, because it's so hard to evaluate a coaching hire based on what you think you know about a player,
right,
or what he did as a player. You know, you have really very little idea. And I saw a couple of people tweeted and said, oh, the Padres cheaped out on their coaching staff. And
do we know what he's making?
I don't know what he's making. Major league coaches make actually quite small sums from what I've heard. There are a few who make a little bit more, but other than the manager, like, it's not a lucrative gig, honestly, to be a baseball coach. It's not something that is going to really make a more than a drop in the bucket for, we talk about what, it costs to run a baseball organization, major league payroll, stadium upkeep, minor leagues, development, technologies, and everything. The coaching staff, it's not something that they're paying a lot of thought of. I mean, obviously, the coaches want to make, a little more money, if they can. And I know Ben Fritz got a raise, but
yeah, it's commensurate with. I'm assuming he's going to make as much. It's commensurate with what every other first-time hitting coach is making. And I think Kevin Long makes a good salary, right? Like the guys that are well known.
Yeah, but the point that I want to make is it's not like free agency where you have 3 of the hottest hitting coaches are free agents on the market, and there's a bidding war, and we're going to give him $5 million, $7 million. It's not how it works. If there's a good hitting coach, he's probably already employed. You're picking from unknown quantities,
first-timers,
or guys who have failed in their first stint as a coach.
Yeah.
Those are the guys who are available, or you're promoting from within. If you have some unreasonable expectation that there's going to be some giant name that the Padres should have been going after as their hitting coach, then I don't know what to tell you. That's not how it really works on coaching staffs in Major League Baseball.
No, it's not. This isn't Lane Kiffin to, Florida or anything like that.
Yeah, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator in football, those can be sexy and expensive hires, in even at the college level, certainly at the pro level. But in baseball, bench coaches, they don't make that much money.
Yeah.
They're staffers. They are important. I'm not trying to diminish the importance of coaches and what they do, because they work extremely hard. I mean,
harder than most.
Extremely hard at the job, but they're not making tons of money.
I think all you really had to say is
I would venture there may not be a coach in baseball, a non-manager, who makes more than the minimum salary for a rookie player in Major League Baseball.
Correct.
Maybe like a guy like a Ruben Niebla, like a really talented pitching coach might get to 7 figures, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It's not a financial decision that they're making.
No, and I think really all you had to say was, if anybody tells you they knocked this out of the park, they're lying. And if anybody tells you that they completely biffed it, they're lying. You have no idea. We will know. We will know about Craig Stammen. We'll know about Steven Souza Jr. But we don't know now.
You can say you liked it or you don't like it.
Sure. Yeah,
but you can't,
absolutely.
You can't say with any degree of certainty
that it's good or bad. It's good or bad, not going to work, going to work.
It didn't blow. I'll tell you,
I have a good feeling about
this.
this, or I have a bad feeling about this, and I hope I'm wrong.
Right.
It's really all you've got to go on when it comes to a hiring like Steven Souza Jr.
And honestly, again, as A. Frenchie says, I could not care less what a guy did as a player. I could not care less what he did as a player in the big leagues. Couldn't care less. Oh, you hit 229 with 12 home runs? Awesome. Doesn't mean anything. All it means is
to me, it doesn't scream I have the answers.
What?
It doesn't scream like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but it doesn't scream that you don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's like I have no feeling one way or the other.
Well, it's
I thought the move, I didn't blow my hair back. It's not what I would have probably done, but I don't know.
But like Barry Bonds was a hitting coach. He was a terrible hitting coach.
McGuire was a hitting coach.
None of these guys are good coaches. Honestly, can I say none of them? Is there a hitting coach in the big leagues that had a really, really Brady Anderson? How about that one? We didn't even talk about it. The Angels hired Brady Anderson, who hasn't really even worked in baseball. He had that monster year for Baltimore. He's going to be their new hitting coach. Now, that's a name. I was so envious of his sideburns when he was coming up. I couldn't grow sideburns like he did. And I always thought he was the coolest dude. He was yoked, we know. And so he's the hitting coach for the Angels. Does it make it better for the Angels because he hit 50 home runs in a year? Or is he also just a first-time hitting coach? I'm kind of looking at it going, first-time hitting coach.
I mean, ultimately in San Diego, I just look at the history of hitting coaches.
Well, yeah, it could be Honus Wagner, and he may not be able to cut through, So
even Tony Gwynn struggled to teach hitting to younger players.
That's exactly
We're going
right.
to be having this conversation again in a year or 2 years.
Sure,
but
by the way, so is every other team for the most part. Every other team will be having this conversation in 2 years. 3 years max. What's the shelf life? You take that job, you get that job, you get fired.
I appreciate that Steven Souza Jr. seems to be at least some analytically motivated.
Yeah, data driven. That's the word that I want to focus on. Is data driven. He's data driven.
I like that.
He owns a data driven cage facility, training facility. That I love. I love that because that's the stuff. I'm not saying we don't have it. I know we do, but that's the stuff I think you need to hammer home. You need to say, hey man, when you're catching it here, this is how your path is. This is what the plane is, whatever it may be. There needs to be a little bit of a change in philosophy, just a little bit, a tweak for Petco Park, on a few certain guys, Eno Saris, who we love. Eno Saris, what did he hit at the big leagues, by the way? 0.000. Eno Saris.
By the way, we don't know if Eno would be good a coach or not.
Right. But
we have no idea.
But he knows how to look at that data and say, and has told players, he's told players, he's gone to interview and goes, I really wanted to sit with Fernando and tell him if he went out and got it a little bit more and pulled it, he'd be this. And what happens? Fernando starts pulling the ball more and starts to hit more home runs. It's crazy.
I think to be a successful coach, you have to be able to empathize with your charges.
I've been there.
I've done it. And that helps when you've been a big league guy and you've had your successes and you had your struggles. And go hey man, I know what it's like. I went through it, for 3 years. I couldn't hit this slider and just struggled. So I know exactly what you're kind of going through, man. And I'm going to try to help you through it. And, the data, kind of tells me that this might help you. Can he communicate that? We will find out.
Yeah. I actually, the player, I just remember him being kind of a dogged, arrogant, which I liked a lot. He was just he was good outfielder, and I liked the way that he carried himself on a baseball field. So we'll see, man. We will absolutely see what he can do with these guys. There's not a name that I'm like, crap, we missed out on, other than, maybe the guy that runs Driveline right now since Kyle Bodie's with the Red Sox. But I think, again, I don't know. I don't know what those guys want. I don't know what they're looking for. I don't know if it's the right fit, but as far as the data-driven guy that used to play, I'm in. See what happens.
All right, we've got 1 hour to go. We've got our biggest fan announcement coming up. Paulie's got some headlines in the Reindl Report. And again, we'll tell you more about our trip to Chicago next June in July to see the Padres play. That's all coming up with Ben Woods on 97.3 The Fan. Final hour of the day, the week, and the month for Ben and Woods.
Yeah.
When we rejoin you on Monday, it'll be December 1st.
Crazy, man.
Although if you missed any of our show, you can always catch it on the podcast version, the Odyssey app, but you can also listen from 2 to 6 this afternoon. Best of Ben and Woods is going to be playing an afternoon drive.
It's awful idea.
Testing a whole new demographic and audience in the afternoon.
Happy birthday, Sandra, from your husband, Marco. It's birthday shout-out day here on Casey Kasem's Top
So
100.
I would think that everyone would love to hear their name called for our biggest fan on their birthday. We have lots of listeners. It's always someone's birthday, like multiple people's birthday.
Yeah,
So,
I've done 2 today. That's plenty.
yeah, it's every day is many people's birthday. Happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is today.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And if we're not going to see you Thursday through
Happy
Sunday,
birthday to
happy
them.
birthday
Happy
for all the
birthday for the
weekend
rest of the year.
birthdays this year.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for our biggest fan announcement. If you hear your name called, you will have 10 minutes to call us back at 833-288-0973 and qualify for our grand prize, 20 tickets, you and your friends, a night in our Odyssey suite at a Padres game with all the fan staff, catered by Spiro's Mediterranean Cuisine. And this morning's biggest fan is Danette Di Pasquale.
Oh,
Danette.
there she is.
You are on the clock, 833-288-0973. If you haven't got your name in, it's not too late to register at 97.3 The Fan, sd.com/biggest fan to get your name into our grand prize drawing contest. Reindl Report?
Yeah.
Let's do it. And get things started here with our today's edition of the Reindl Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Reindl Report with Paul Reindl.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Reindl Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Happy Friday, Wednesday.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's see where to start. We're going to start off in Major League Baseball. I was looking at the some headlines today, and I saw Paul Skeens gets record $3.4 million from pre-arb bonus pool. And I go, is that what is? I don't remember ever hearing about that.
Hasn't hit arbitration yet. So he's still on
Right.
that rookie deal. Now he got a big fat signing bonus.
So-
But he's still on that rookie deal.
Open the link here on ESPN. It says Skeens received $3.4 million and change from this year's pre-arbitration bonus pool, raising his 2-year total to $5.5 million under the initiative to direct more money to top younger players. And that kind of jogs something in my memory. I remember there was something that was coming out with MLB, and it was almost like a popularity contest.
Was that golf?
Was that another sport?
That was
golf.
That was the
it was like
the
Instagram
player
followers.
Player
the PIP, the player incentive program. This is actually just performance on the field.
Okay, this is performance.
Yeah, this is performance on the field. Like Jackson Merrill got a big
Is this
bump
new?
last year. It's since the last CBA, so the last
Few years.
4 or 5
3
years. Because he was second in the Rookie of the Year voting. You get the Cy Young. He got a big bump for Paul Skeens
for
this
winning
year.
it.
But then the rest of it, that's the $50 million or whatever the pool is just based on your WAR. So if you're a first 2-year player and you put like a 1 or 2 WAR season together, you can
Get a little bump.
make some extra money.
$50 million pool. This happened. It went into effect in March of 22. And so it's all guys like Bobby Witt Jr., Brian Wu, Corbin Carroll, guys that you definitely know. You've heard their names, but they're still within their first 5-6
And
years.
even if they've signed an extension.
Yeah, even Jackson Merrill already has his long-term deal. Got an extra $300,000 to $400,000 from this bonus pool for the
rookie.
season he had this year.
Yeah,
This year.
This year, yeah.
Brian Bayo, Jackson Churio, Tanner Bybee. Those are all guys that got extensions, but they're still eligible for this pool. So
The young guns, man.
Mason Miller got some money this year
Yeah,
as
gotta
well.
take
I think
care of
those
those
are the two Padres players who got extra bonus money for their performance.
it says here there were a couple of teams that had the most total money, meaning the most players that were eligible to make money.
saw
So
this.
that means like you're actually trending in the right direction if you have a group of guys that or in the top 50 or whatever it is.
Did you see the Brewers?
The Brewers.
They had like 9 guys.
They had the most. Their players totaled just under $5 million.
That means you have young, controllable,
cheap, yes,
productive players.
Pittsburgh was next, just a few $100,000 behind them. And then
mostly
Skeens. And then the Athletics, $3.1 million
Kurt's
for their
got a
players.
bunch.
Yep.
I think. Yeah, they had a couple other players as well.
Yeah. So that's that. If you were wondering what that news was, we'll switch over to some NFL media. Joe Buck and Ben Higgins may have a little bit more in common than we thought. Joe Buck is attempting the impossible. He wants to do, or he's going to try to do, a doubleheader in broadcasting.
Okay.
Of course, the internet went away. So I'm just going to go off memory here because I was just reading this story. He is going to be a co-host. So they have Monday Night Football, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Next Monday night is in Foxborough, I believe, in New England. Joe Buck, is a co-host, a special guest co-host on Good Morning America in New York City.
Got it.
Going live at 7 a.m. Eastern time, 4 a.m. here.
Now, that's a little different than a double header. For me, a double header is, I got a 9 a.m. game, I got a 1 p.m. game. That's going to be a
He's
long
got like
day.
a split day.
It's going to be
7 a.m. and then
so he goes 7 a.m.
8:15
Oh,
kickoff.
I thought you meant he went 8:15 and then 7 a.m. He didn't sleep at all.
No.
Okay,
He's
it's
starting
morning
his
and night.
morning,
Got it.
Monday morning
That's
in
a
New
double
York, co-hosting Good Morning America. Then he's going to get on a plane or helicopter or whatever he's going to do to get to Foxborough, and then he's going to call the game. East Coast Monday Night Football games. It starts here, 5:15, 5:20. That's probably going to be about midnight by the time that game ends in
Good
Boston.
Day. It's a fun day.
That's a long ass.
That's
day.
a good day, though.
And that's a lot of Joe Buck on your TV.
That's a lot of Joe Buck, but I like Joe Buck. I'm a big fan. So
I've literally done that every day for 7 years, practically.
Joe Buck,
Joe,
Paulie,
I'm sorry,
Joe's
but
such a hero, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like an accomplishment.
early
nobody-
work,
such a thankless job.
late
Yeah.
work, then do now, Joe. Now do it again on Tuesday and do another game Tuesday night.
Oh boy.
Do it on Wednesday. Do another game Wednesday night.
Do you
Do it
also
on
broadcast
Thursday.
to millions?
Do
and
it another game
millions
Thursday
and-
night.
Uh-oh.
It's not the
you
audience
also get on your
size
plane
doesn't
to
change
fly?
the amount of work. I have to sit through traffic driving on the 5 and the 805, which is probably a lot harder than whatever Joe's luxury transport is going to be.
I admire Joe
From
so much
New
for even
York
attempting this. He's
New England to Boston.
just the temerity and
Take
the
private
wherewithal,
jet,
the guts to do it, and the talent to do it. It's unbelievable. I've never
Now,
heard of
you
it.
do
I've
have-
never heard of anything like this in media.
I
Paulie.
believe you do have to
Yeah,
get
it's-
quite early for Good Morning America. The show starts at 7, but there's makeup chair. There's quite a bit of early. That's an early morning. I will give them that.
I feel like a lot of their work's done for them, though. Am I wrong
Very
when I
true.
say that?
They
I
even
feel like
have
a lot of
people
your
who do
work
that. You
is
just have
done
to sit
for
there
you
while they
too.
put the
though.
makeup on there.
A lot of your work is done for you
No,
when you anchor.
the only work that's done for me is when I anchor. There is a lot of teleprompter reading that I didn't write.
Yeah,
But
right.
every sportscast I do, I write and edit.
Right.
And even shoot now. I've got the
So
camera,
anchoring
the
is
whole thing.
way easier for you.
It's easier in terms
just
of
longer.
preparation. It's harder in terms of just physical, just doing it for so many hours and reading and just being alert, and dialed in for a long period of time.
Well, Joe Buck, I think, is a hero.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Very talented. That's not easy.
You don't hear about things like this happening very much.
Yeah, you don't certainly see a piece in Awful Announcing about me every single day, but I guess there should be.
Which one of the 7 deadly sins is that?
I think that
It's
is
envy.
Pride.
Pride.
I think it's most of them, actually.
Yeah, it's most of them, except for lust.
Just
I don't
not
think.
sloth.
It's
The
not
only one
sloth
it's
and
not is
lust.
sloth.
Are you lusty for Joe Buck?
A little bit.
What's in the box?
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, and then we will wrap it up. One of my favorite movies growing up was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh.
So funny. Actually, it was one of my favorite movies, and then my life kind of became Mrs. Doubtfire when my parents got divorced, and it became a little too real. Not like my dad.
Your dad dressed up
he didn't
as an
dress
old
up
lady?
and try to babysit
You
us.
don't
but
know. I mean, the kids didn't know it was Robin
Right.
Williams until the end.
I love that movie. Then my parents split, and I go, yeah, that movie hits a little bit differently now.
Yeah, it's harder for kids
the
to divorce.
family arguing and stuff.
Yeah,
They're like,
it sucks.
yeah, I'm good. So I actually stayed away for years, and then now I can appreciate it's brilliant movie. But I got a story about the real life Mrs. Doubtfire. A guy
Hello,
in
dear.
Italy, back to Italy.
Yeah, You know what I do love about that movie? I think it handled the divorce in a very real way.
Yeah,
I think so
and
too.
didn't villainize either of the. Not necessarily. I
don't
mean,
know
no.
about that,
Sally Field was a good mom, and Robin Williams was a good dad.
He was an elite father.
But they did not see eye to eye, and they were not a good couple together.
Fine, she was a villain.
She
I don't
was
know that I
not
would even
a
say
villain.
Based on what we saw in the movie,
She
you can't
was
say she
not
was a
a
good
villain.
mother.
Fair.
Not even
All
close.
her whole life was trying to find nannies to take her kids.
She had to work to support her family.
I
That
get
is
it.
Very chauvinistic.
It's not.
Because her husband was a ne'er-do-well who only just wanted to stay home and bring in barnyard animals
It's just
for the kids.
Oh,
for
sorry,
parties.
it's a kid's birthday. I want to have a good time. Excuse me. Sorry. It's just stuff, man.
Forgot how polarizing this movie could be.
I thought she was a
Wasn't-
villain. I thought she was straight up villain.
No chance. Sally Field was a good mom. Tried her
Based
best.
on
She was
what?
a mom.
Based on that she worked.
Right. A lot of moms work. I thought she was the villain. I really did. It broke my heart when
Is Pierce Brosnan the villain?
No, he's a G.
He's good too.
He's the best. Miranda Hillard.
It was a drive-by shooting.
Fruiting.
Fruiting.
He's such an elite father. How can he be anywhere near the villain?
I'm not saying he's the villain. I'm just disputing that Sally Field is not the villain. There's just no villain. That's what I like about the movie. There's no villain.
I think you're wrong.
No villain in the movie.
You like Pam from Meet the Parents, too. You thought she was a nice gal.
Zoe from I Love You.
Yeah,
Man.
Zoe from I Love You, Man. Nightmares. He's not he worked. He just had a hard time keeping something steady. Not his fault. Very talented.
Talented voice actor.
Guy loved his kids. Oh my God. He loved his kids so much he dressed like a 90-year-old woman to be with
Definitely
them.
loved his
Would
kids.
if the roles were reversed, would she have dressed as a 90-year-old man to be with her kids? No! She would have sloughed them off on someone else.
He was violating court rules. He was actually committing a crime by dressing as the woman to see his kids when he wasn't supposed to be.
Would she have done the same? Would she have done the
He
same?
was
Just
committing-
answer. Just
no,
one.
because she
Correct.
she obeys the laws.
Correct.
Because she's a good citizen and a good mom.
No, she would have absolutely never done that. Tell me about the Italian.
She hired this 45-year-old
Yeah.
man dressed
Nice-
as a woman.
Nice vetting, Mom.
Yeah,
well
way to
done.
go.
Way to vet. Incredible. Go ahead.
Remember, he sabotaged all the other clients. He
did.
called in.
I don't work with the males.
I am job.
I am job. What? I am job.
Layla! Don't make me get the hose. God dang, that's a funny movie.
Oh, he's elite.
So,
All right, tell me about the
Back to
Italian.
Italy. I was not
Italian
expecting
Mrs. Down.
you
Hey,
guys to
Mrs.
get-
Doubtfire.
This is Doubtfire. So, this guy, he's an unnamed 56-year-old man. He has been dressing up as his dead mother in
Oh.
full makeup, clothing, everything, like Mrs. Doubtfire. His dead mother, so that he could continue to cash
no,
her
the
pension
checks.
checks.
Oh, no. God.
Dude. And the worst
Can
part,
we agree
here
with
to
the
check
villain
us
of
my
this
check.
story is at least
Yeah,
he didn't kill the mother. did he?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
We do know the villain of this story, Ben. It's him.
like this story is beyond bizarre. Like it, just the fact that he did this. It says here he continued to cash her pension checks dressed up as her while her body sat in their house.
Well,
Norman
you can't let
Bates.
anybody know, obviously, or the
Years.
jig is up.
Yeah, the jig is up if they're like, all right, she died.
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh, it's
So
gnarly.
her husband died before she did. And so she left, their family left everything to this man, including like property,
Right.
everything he inherited. And that wasn't enough. He chose to then dress up like her in her clothing with a mask, everything. And he had been collecting $61,000 a year in pension money every single year for a long time.
Isn't your pension or does it stop if you die?
I don't know exactly how Italian pensions work, but doesn't it just come in the mail? Why do you
Right.
dress
You got to
up?
go to the check cashing place?
Hey,
I'm here for my check. Ma'am, yes.
It could be,
It is
maybe
indeed.
it's different in
Do they
Italy.
not
I don't
have
know.
direct deposit in Italy?
I don't. The best quote I've ever heard. I don't know how Italian pensions work.
It says here.
By the way, I don't know how American
Right,
pensions
that's
work
true.
either. I
I don't
don't
know
have
how
one.
they
Yeah, for all we know, here he has to go to the registry office. I don't know.
Right.
That's where he went. And
You come to pick up your check. Yes, here I am to pick up my check.
One of the clerks helping him noticed you've got like an Adam's apple.
Oh, no.
You don't look 82, actually. You look more like in your 50s.
Are you dressed as an old woman?
Yeah. So she alerted her higher ups. They called the police, and they were like looking at this woman's like ID that expired from over a decade ago.
Yeah, you can't renew
everything
it.
started to get suspicious, and sure enough, they caught this guy.
When you die, your pension, I would have assumed, goes to somebody else, like to your next of kin. Or
No,
I think it stops.
I think it's just until you're
dead.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Now,
it's
he was
your
not-
pension. It's a lifetime pension, but not a beyond lifetime
not like a
pension.
401k,
Right.
so to speak.
Mr. Doubtfire, he was not accused of any wrongdoing outside of
Isn't
the
that
dress up and
theft?
Oh yeah, no, but like no foul play with the death of his mother or anything like that. Just the fact that he left the body there. Like it says, police showed up at his house. They said the man allegedly just gave a sigh and a go ahead when officers asked to search his home, and that's when they found his mother's mummified corpse.
Mummified corpse.
Do we have?
Is there
I
a
mean,
picture?
is there a picture of him dressed up as her?
Oh yeah,
Mr.
Yeah, right
Doubtfire.
here. Yeah, I got the side by side. Sorry about that. There it
It's
is.
not terrible. It's not a terrible job.
I'm guessing the one on the right is her driver's license photo. and
Mom
then the
had a
one
little
on the
bit of an
left.
Adam's apple herself. I don't think there's much.
It's
I don't
true.
think there's
Are
much.
they both the guy?
I don't
Sorry.
think there's much difference. He did a great. I mean, look, that's a great job at getting that done. Hello, dear.
He did his makeup quite,
He really
quite
did.
well.
Earrings
actually.
look good.
Subtle on the lips. Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. Not
Yeah.
too bad. Thank you, Paul. That was a fascinating story.
You're welcome.
Imagine not thinking Sally Field. I'm going to be sick with this all day. She was so mean. So mean. She was mean, short. She was
responsible.
No, she was short.
She was
short with the
responsible.
kids. This guy would have.
You've never been short with your kids.
Never once.
Hiring a stranger.
It's hiring
She's off on
strangers.
dates.
Yeah, would not. By the way, would not let their dad, who she knew was a good dad,
Yes.
knew it, would not let him have custody, or even partial custody.
Dude,
Had to have a guy come watch them with his kids. Monster.
When
Monster
they
with
argue,
horns and fangs.
And he's like, Miranda, you sat there, you heard the judge, you just
You
sat
let it
there and
happen.
let it happen. That
There's
would
been like,
Yeah,
oh, it's okay.
It wasn't her finest moment. But I
Oh.
think in the end, she was a good person and a good mom.
Villain.
It was a tough divorce for both of them.
Oh, did the living room get a little messed up? Oh, okay. Well, let's flip out about it.
Some camel eat your begonias.
Oh, you're
sorry.
sorry. Begonias are gone. Oh no. Oh, my roses. My roses. Pipe down.
Yeah, she sucked.
She sucked. Straight up. Sucked. He was a king of a father.
Who also did something wrong.
Sure. Sure.
Ben's version of the movie would end with Robin Williams' arrest in about
Yes.
40 minutes. Says JZA.com.
What did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, the movie is.
I just want to be with my kids. Ben's like, yes, drag that SOB out of here.
There's like 4 scenes.
Book 'em,
It's the
Dano.
party, and then it's the divorce, and then it's him getting ready and transforming into Mrs. Doubtfire, and then he shows up for day one, and they're like, "Yeah, we're calling the
Don't
police."
forget him dancing to Dude Looks Like a Lady. Like
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
That was great. It's great.
All right, we need to take a time out. When we come back, yes, the trip details. If you've missed it, we still want to share more about our details for our trip coming up this summer. We may spin the topic wheel again, too, as we get to our last show of the month coming up here with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
But quickly, let me tell you about Eco Water one more time today. I'm getting actually a little bit low in my Eco Water jug. Got to go fill it up before I head home to where more Eco Water awaits. I got the Eco Water system. Very happy about that in our home. It's so good, too, because we got rid of the hard water. They came out and they did a water test, and they showed me, hey, Woodsy, this is what's going through your pipes. This is what you're, drinking, giving to your pets, washing your fruit and your food. And I said, that is insane. Put that thing in and do it right away. And they did. And now everyone is so, so happy. We make the joke that we drink right from the faucets in the showers. We absolutely do, and you absolutely can. It is not just about protection for your home. It's about water for everything you use it for. Their reverse osmosis system gives you bottle quality water straight from the tap. If you add alkaline filters, your hydration gets a healthier boost. I highly recommend trying the Soft Life and alkaline water now, just $9.95 a month, 760-350-3338, or visit ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you, please. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Keep it at soft since 1925.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open. Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
We are so excited about the trip that we are teaming up with Hop Run Tours for next year, right at the end of June. 4 days, 3 nights in the Windy City to watch San Diego take on Chicago at the historic stadium up there on the north side. The package from Hop Run Tours is going to include round-trip airfare, hotel accommodations for 3 nights at a 4-star hotel, stadium tour, tickets to 2 games. We're told one of them we're going to be down by the visitor dugout. The other we're going to be in the bleacher seats on top of the building. That's like a club with the food included.
I can't wait for that.
I'm so excited for that. You can visit 97.3 The Fan SD .com/Chicago for all the details. Special fan trip is brought to you by Hop Run Tours, who handles all the travel and event details. 97.3 The Fan proud to promote this package. There are 50 spots available.
Not anymore.
Almost half of them, I think, have been accounted for already. And if you were thinking about this, because I know a couple of tier ones have already made it known, and their families are looking for what's a good gift for the tier one that I can't buy anything for. That a Christmas gift, get together with a couple of relatives and go, this is what they really want. Let's help fund the trip to Chicago with Ben and Woods next year would be kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be out there anyway. A lot of people were planning on booking a trip. They do everything for you. You get incredible seats to the games. And yeah, man, I don't know what it's worth hanging out with us, but we're going to have a good time. I know that.
Very good time.
Very good time. An elite time.
Baseball, looking forward to. Food, I'm looking forward to.
My favorite food in the country, man. It's my favorite food in the country. It really is. It's my favorite food. Everywhere is good.
Pizza and sandwiches, mostly. Hot dogs. Oh,
not even close.
I love a good
the Italian
Chicago
food
dog.
is ungodly
Italian
good.
food.
The beef, hot beef that you love.
I always wondered. Thanksgiving is, it's traditional. It's turkey, it's stuffing. We're going the best possible meal. You might want to go Italian.
For
Thanksgiving.
Oh, they do. They still do traditional, but they also do. Didn't you watch Sopranos?
The Thanksgiving for the Sopranos.
Paulie, there's a scene, if you can find it. You just do Sopranos Thanksgiving, and he lists out everything that they do for Thanksgiving, and the real Italians how they do it. It's incredible. There's no way you get through it though. That's the thing. Is the first time I heard it, I go, nobody does this. You can't do it. You couldn't possibly. It's like they have manicotti and stuff, and soup and all kinds of stuff, and then they bring out the turkey and the stuffing and all that after. Who does that?
There's
Paul, you're Italian. Is that what they
then
do?
A turkey and stuffing meal.
We didn't have we kept it very basic on my Italian family dinners. It was spaghetti, maybe a lasagna. We didn't do the feast of the
seven fishes
for Christmas. Yeah.
We didn't have that.
But I did hear people do adapt Thanksgiving to their cultures. I was listening to what's his name? Kai, the new bench coach for the Mets, the young guy, Kai Correa.
Yeah, Kai Correa.
He's from Hawaii, and they were interviewing him yesterday on MLB Network radio, and they're asking him about his Thanksgiving in Hawaii. Is it any different? And he goes, well, we do all the normal stuff, but then we add the Hawaiian foods like kalua pork, and we have the purple sweet potatoes from Hawaii to make it our own. So I think everyone's kind of makes it their own a little bit, but I love the idea of adding an Italian flair to Thanksgiving, perhaps.
The Italian your own spin on it?
Yeah, out your own spin on it. The Italian food in Chicago is elite. The sandwiches are elite. The dogs are good. The pizza. Listen, I did deep dish when I was there, and I was like, man, this is a lasagna. I don't want a lasagna. I want thin lasagna. I like thin pizza.
Well,
if I'm eating pizza,
if
I'm eating lasagna,
pizza,
I want lasagna.
I agree with you.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with a deep dish pizza.
No, if you want lasagna, then yeah. If you want lasagna with a crust,
cheesy with a buttery, crispy crust. How is that not great? Don't compare it to other pizzas. It's not.
Yeah, you can't.
I don't like the competition.
No,
I like deep dish and I like thin crust. They're not really even in the same family.
Not even close.
Honestly.
Yeah, one's a lasagna, one is a pizza. So I like lasagna. It's fine.
I also like lasagna.
It's not my favorite.
Really?
Yeah,
it was one of my favorites growing up.
Was it?
Mom would make lasagna. It was
Mom too.
Absolute.
My dad loves it. Yeah, Lou Malnati's is world famous. Pequod's is world famous. I ate Lou Mal's all the time.
It's not diet food.
No, it's not diet food. It was like they put the pizza down, right? They got the crust, big thick crust, and then they actually would put a sausage wheel, like a wheel of sausage. They wouldn't just do little crumbled up pieces of sausage. So every bite you took of this pizza
had a layer.
It was like a patty,
sausage.
one giant sausage patty that
like
went
those
throughout.
circle patties you get for breakfast, but giant,
like the size of a truck wheel, and you put it right in the middle,
cover,
and then more cheese, more sauce. It's been so long that I will definitely. I want to try the Pequods. I heard it's unbelievable there. I didn't have that there, but all the food is great, and the people are great. They're so kind. It's Midwest. It's a blast.
Should be a good time of year too.
Great time.
End of June, start of July.
So good.
Warm,
but
starting to warm up, but not the throes of the humid summer. Usually that you get a little bit later, like August, right?
Such a fun town in the summer because they've been locked up in freezing, bitter, cold winters, and everyone's out and everyone just wants to party and have a great time. It was the time of my life, man. It's so fun.
Remember, go to 973thefansd.com/Chicago, and that'll link you up with Hop Run Tours. Our friend David J. We are very much looking forward to it next summer, and hope as many tier ones as possible can sign up and join us.
Yep, me too.
All right, let's take our final time out. We will get you set. We do have another San Diego State basketball game coming up tonight. We've got San Diego State football, SDFC football. There's so much going on between now and when we rejoin you on Monday morning. We'll get you ready for all of it coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. and this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Mission Fed. From first accounts to big life moments, Mission Fed can help. Saving shouldn't be stressful. Mission Fed makes it easier with great rates on savings, certificates, and ultra money market accounts. Grow your money the smart way. Check the latest rates and open an account at missionfed.com. Membership and account criteria apply. Had a couple of questions. Even my mom texted me. She says, are you not allowed to say the names of the teams that you're going to go watch
correct
on your trip to Chicago, or the name of the stadium? Yeah, it's weird in radio rules. So if we're selling something, and this is obviously Hop Run Tours is selling the package to go on the trip, we can't officially trade on the names of MLB properties to do so. Mm-hmm. So you know who we're talking about. It's a weird workaround.
That's why we say hey, come with us as we cheer on our home team.
I love the home team
on the north side of Chicago at their historic ballpark.
Not Everyone the south side at the other ballpark.
Everyone knows what we're talking about, and I mean, honestly, do I think our local team would care? I doubt it. I mean, I think they want fans to come watch them, and they'd love to have some visiting fans join them for the trip. Yeah. Doesn't hurt them at all, but just the official way, so we don't want to step on any legal toes.
I don't like stepping on legal toes.
Yeah, when we actually do the read and tell you about it, we're not supposed to mention, Padres.
Right.
Ups.
Brick wall.
Wrigley Field.
With ivy.
Blankville.
There's this bar. There's this bar down there. It's called the Cubby Bear. It's great. You're going to love it.
Love that chewing gum,
Oh, I love Wrigley's
chewing gum is great.
Delicious.
Spearmint.
Yep.
Fresh in your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dads in Spanish. You know what that is.
Yeah. Los Padres.
Los Padres.
The Friars,
right.
Friar Faithful,
right.
the For the Faithful.
Friars Road down in Mission Valley.
The For the Faithful. Stand as one.
So yeah, that it seems weird. It's just the rules.
Yep.
Trying to follow the rules. We got sports. Tonight, San Diego State against Baylor, Game 3 of the Players Era tournament. The Aztecs will collect their $1 million. They can't win any more apparently, since they didn't finish in the top 4 or whatever to play for a first or second or third or fourth place. It'll be Michigan against Gonzaga in the title game.
Going to be a battle.
But this is a pretty good outcome, because had San Diego State lost to Oregon, not only would they be relegated to the last place game, but they would have had to wait until Thursday to play it.
Stay for Thanksgiving.
Now they at least get to play tonight against a good Baylor team that's projected to make the NCAA tournament. So metrically, that'll be an opportunity for San Diego State to get another good win. Plus, they get to go home right after the game, get back for Thanksgiving, and they don't have to sit.
So they play on Thanksgiving?
The last Oregon has to play because they lost. Oregon has to play tomorrow on Thanksgiving.
I thought last year they had no games. Maybe that was just
they did. Well, they did it early in the week, and they came back, I think, on Friday to play Houston. Remember, Houston sat there all week and got stale and tired. Dutch brought his team home, brought him back to Vegas for that game, and they ended up with their biggest win of the season that helped them win the tournament. And I do think the advantage is toward the Aztecs tonight. The deep roster that we've been talking about helps you. Dutch, only had to play. I think only Reese Dixon Waters played like 27 minutes. Everyone else was around 20. So they were able to keep, somewhat fresher legs going into a third game in 3 days situation, which should benefit his team tonight against, a talented Baylor team. Lost to St. John's, but they've won all their other games this season and, projected from the Big 12 to be an NCAA tournament team. I think Lunardi had them as a 7 seed going into the week. Had the Aztecs yesterday as first 4 out of the tournament. I would assume after the Oregon win, the next time he does it, can get him back into that field of 68. So, another win today would probably solidify the Aztecs back out of like the play-in line. Yeah. It's early in the season to be talking about such things, but, you keep an eye on kind of where the temperature is on your college basketball team because they're only going to have a couple more opportunities after this. The Arizona game, Arizona looks amazing. I mean, like Michigan plus. That's how good Arizona's been. Really? That's your next. You could get routed in that game as well. And then you don't really have anything else. It's conference play. That's it. So today, another important game because it's your last maybe realistic chance to score a win over a power conference team and a big opponent like that.
He got himself going, man. And I looked over and I said, he is going.
I do. That happens.
It is happening. We have other sports happening this weekend in San Diego. Lots of them.
We have the San Diego State's going to play on the road on Friday at New Mexico. But big game against Albuquerque.
Right.
They win 12:30. Very rare. Friday 12:30 football game for San Diego State. They win the Mountain West. Yep. They host the Mountain West championship game. They lose. Comes down to some computer metric tiebreakers likely to see if they even get into the Mountain West championship game. So, this is about as big of a game again as Sean Lewis is going to have as coach of the Aztecs. Got to win this one.
All right. And then we've got WWE Survivor Series.
Saturday afternoon. We will be there.
The 3 of us are going. You're driving me.
I am.
And then after, Paulie has a dinner.
Yep.
And then you and I are going to go
to the SDFC game.
Oh,
I had to talk you into it.
You didn't really.
A little bit.
No, you didn't have to talk me. You know my reason.
I'm superstitious.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand. It's not as though.
Do you not understand it?
It's not as though they've won every game you haven't been out either.
They've literally won every game that haven't been to. They've won except for the ones that they lost.
Right.
But I didn't go to those either.
Exactly. So your appearances have nothing to do with anything, as we already knew.
If I walk into that arena, the stadium, and they lose, it's on me.
It's not on
I haven't gone to watch them play all year long.
But they lost a lot of times at home. Isn't it possible that they lost because you weren't there?
All I know is that you don't do anything drastic and dramatic when you're in the Western Conference final. So I'm going. That was the only reason it was against my will.
That is that's actually doing your job and attending a big sporting event with the tier ones. I'm curious to see how many tier ones we're going to see at wrestling and then how many we're going to see at the soccer game and how many are going to try the double. I can't imagine too many.
I think
we're going to have to leave wrestling a little bit early.
Yeah, we'll have to leave wrestling a little bit
soccer. And, neither is, cheap to go watch. It's sold out soccer, sold out wrestling, and it's going to be a huge sports day in San Diego on Saturday.
It's going to be so much fun. See, SD Activist says, if you feel it, don't go. I'll sit in the car, bro. I'm not kidding you. I hate that feeling.
I won't make you stay the whole time. I want to be there. I want to see that
I want to see it too.
I want to be there.
I want to see it. I'm so into it.
I mean, who knows? San Diego FC may not get back to the Western Conference Finals
ever.
Ever.
You never know. Nothing is promised.
Our experience with the Padres, you go to the World Series 1998. Like, all right, we're going to be back soon. It's 2025. I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
So, I want to appreciate it when they're good. Now,
we're going to go. We'll go and hang. I'm down to stay the whole time.
Your
I don't
first
care.
SDFC match is the conference.
It's the Western Conference Final.
Spoiled
rotten. I'll wear it.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, you should. It's awesome.
I mean, but like I've wanted to go this year.
I mean, if you're gonna go to any one game,
it's the 7:30 with my kids at 7:30. I'm like, there's just no chance. There's no chance. So that's what we're gonna do.
Nima says, what section you guys in for WWE?
We're gonna be walking around essentially.
Yeah, like literally, you'll see us anywhere.
You'll see us kind of.
Concourse?
Yeah, Ben has a credential, so you're free to move around. You're not going to sit in the press box, though. You're going to move around.
I don't even know what does it look like for a WWE?
Probably looks like the same press
Bernie
box.
Wilson, Hacksaw.
Yeah.
Curious what the food's like.
All your homies up there.
Is that who's going to be there? I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I don't know that like AP assigns someone to cover
bet they
like
do.
a sporting event.
I bet they do.
WWE media.
Yeah, I guarantee you. But whatever it is.
Do they do like interviews after with the media, like at a press conference?
Oh, yeah.
And you ask them like serious questions. Like, what were you thinking when
you have
you
an interview room and everything?
What were you thinking when you did that pile driver move? And the answer, of course, is that's what I was supposed. That was what the script told me to do in that situation. You can't interview.
Hey,
them.
I'd like to not. I'd like to
they're a
not get
player
our
or a
asses kicked
manager.
when we go to Survivor Series on Saturday by some drunk
I will
wrestling
suspend
fan.
my disbelief when I'm there, but don't make me do an interview. Of
You don't
like
have
a
to.
Serious I'm not going to.
No, but I was just saying, like, let's not start getting haughty. Don't start
I'm not-
getting. That's very haughty. You're getting very haughty about wrestling.
Already starting.
He's starting. Should we ball gag him and lead him around? Be part of the script. I'm worried you're going to get our ass kicked when we're out there. Just be. We're out there with.
I will observe. I'm there to observe.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, just shut up.
Yeah,
Don't
pipe
touch
down.
anything.
Don't touch anything. Don't talk to anyone. Don't say a word. Dress cool. You know.
Now the pressure's on.
Here we go.
So we'll have a lot to talk about on Monday.
What are you
Let's
guys
just say
eating
that.
tomorrow? The normal?
Normal.
Huge?
Yeah. We're going to the club. I don't know, whatever. I assume it's turkey. I've never been to the club for Thanksgiving. Never done this. It's a new experience for me.
What does the club serve?
I don't know.
A traditional?
I would think so. A traditional Thanksgiving dinner. Going to the club. It's easier for everybody.
It is. It's massively
easier for
easy,
everybody,
except for those poor people that have to work on Thanksgiving.
Good
But
point.
yeah,
I appreciate that. I'm thankful for that.
bet you are.
You want to do a little Thanksgiving thanks
Sure.
before we go? All right.
Yeah.
After traffic here on 97 through the fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. A couple of problems along northbound 125. One is a collision involving a motorcycle just past Hammershaw. 2 left lanes are blocked. Then up ahead, an early morning fatal accident just before the King Freeway. Looks like they've just reopened the 2 right lanes. North 5 past the 54 reports of some wood and metal debris in the 2 right lanes. And getting reports of a collision on northbound 67 past Bradley. It's in the center divide. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
You're like Winthorpe from Trading Places. Except Benthorpe. And then tomorrow I've got to go to something called WWE Survivor Series. No idea what it is. Very common, I'm assuming, but Woods and Paul want to go, so yeah, a little Winthorpe.
Good Winthorpe.
Yeah,
pretty
good
good. Yeah,
Winthorpe.
it actually is pretty
And then
solid.
she stepped on the ball.
It's also a little bit like Damone as well.
Yeah. Hey, Stacy, you got any iced tea? I probably
the lady
will.
will have the Diet Coke with no ice and the white clam sauce.
Linguine with clam sauce.
I am thankful as we head into this Thanksgiving. I want to start by saying I'm thankful for my sister.
We're on the air, Adam. Christ.
You're the one who has the door open.
It's
That's on you.
100 degrees in here. He's out there screaming, oh my God. You see his OBP?
I'm thankful for my sister, who I
love your
definitely
sister,
have a
100%.
I'm also very thankful for the tier ones. You are so great.
So kind.
I mean, I don't have a sister.
And loving. Generous.
You're amazing.
Thank you. I'm thankful for
You make
guys.
you make me happy every day.
Who, me?
No, the tier
The
ones.
tier ones.
You
He's
do
looking
not
right
make-
at me when he
you
said
do
that.
not make me happy every day. In general, I'm thankful for you.
Yeah.
Like in general, but mostly you just torture me.
Yeah, that's true. And I've got my kids in on the act now, which is
That's
even
my
more
favorite.
fun. It's
Yeah.
the best.
That's the best development.
It's the best new development.
You missed that. That'll replay at 4:00 today
Right.
during our Best of Ben and Woods afternoon, the Gwynn and Chris time slot.
No, I'm just thankful for my family and you guys and being able to live here. I'm just every day I wake up, I'm like, I still can't believe it. Still here 15 years in February, man. Unbelievable to think about. Unbelievable what our show has grown into because of the Tier 1. So thank you guys. Hope you have a safe, happy, stuff your face on Thanksgiving. Like just go nuts. Go nuts. And I always say I'm going
don't
to.
Be
and
thinking about SD fat loss. We'll fix it later.
Yeah, we'll fix it later.
Go and have a good time tomorrow and enjoy yourself.
I never
Triple header of football.
I never can eat enough on Thanksgiving. That's the problem. I build it up in my head and I end up with one little plate. But I'm gonna try to get mine in tonight. But love
How
you
many
guys.
plates
Tonight?
tomorrow?
Like maybe 1.5, maybe. But dessert. I'll hit the dessert hard. You know that.
I always do a little bit of everything on the first try.
You got to start
little bit,
small.
like 2 bites.
2 bites.
Like everything.
And the second plate's actually the biggest plate.
And that's
My
the bigger
second plate is
with
the
what you like.
sandwich.
And then the
though.
third plate, third plate's the
sandwich. Yeah, that's right.
And then
You're not going to get any plates at the club. You're going to get one plate, and that's all you
I
get.
know. Then it's just I hope not. You got to be seconds, right?
That's all you get. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your
Thankful
Thanksgiving.
for all of you.
Thank you so much to everybody. We will talk to you Monday morning. For executive producer Paul Reindl, for Stephen Woods, I'm Ben Higgins. Thanks for joining us on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.